Okay. Alright, that should be online. Is that online?
Yes.
Alright.
Yep.
And you're here.
Oh no, I'm here.
Yeah. You're here and I'm here, we're both here. It's great.
Okay, watch now. And I'll mute this one. There we go.
Alright. I guess I could just like load up Strangetown. I've done as many preparations on this town as I can without actually loading any of the families. So there's still like some stuff I'm going to have to do to
like the cutscenes and stuff, or
yeah, I still have to do that, but I have to do that when I first load it up. It's not like a setting that's saved in the town. I'm just letting it do this flyover. We're just looking. There's
I used to love playing here so much.
Yeah. So since you're familiar, you may have noticed that I did add a few buildings. I also I actually got rid of one and added a few buildings. Because you're gonna laugh. I'm going to play with taxes. I'm going to tax my Sims.
Incredible, of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of like the rules that I play with come from a YouTuber / Twitch streamer called Pleasant Sims. And so I don't like one for one follow her rules, but a lot of my rules do come from her. So my tax system is based off of her tax system.
It's so funny, God.
Yeah, classic me taxing my Sims.
We can't let them get away with not paying taxes.
I'm going to put socialism in my game. You can't stop me. So what I did was there's like a pool lot that's like somewhere around here when you start, and I rarely if ever use it, so I like quote unquote sold it back into the treasury to get like my starting funds, and I have a spreadsheet that I'm keeping track of, like,
oh my God,
I'm keeping track of taxes and I'm keeping track of all the Sims. Because what, do you want me to just remember things with my brain? Not going to happen.
This is so in-depth, I love it.
Yeah, this is how I've been playing The Sims 2.
Oh, it's so good.
So here's what you're gonna laugh. Strangetown is starting out in debt.
Of course.
So I sold that one lot to get my like initial sort of starting funds, and then I used it to also pay for. I renovated this lot, this like shopping center, and I added this chapel is hold on, I've written it down. It's a renovation of the Apple Grove Wedding Chapel by Two Flower on Mod The Sims, and I sort of renovated it. I took out some of the more expensive things so that it wasn't quite as expensive, and I also like I gave it like a fresh lick of paint, so I gave it like kind of like I was going for like kind of like a Spanish mission style because I thought that fit like the desert theme. We'll probably see it like more up close if we ever like use it. So that I added
it's like spinning above those buildings.
What's that? Oh, these ones? Yeah, I will go over that. I'm going over community lots first, though.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, I renovated this lot, and I added, this one is, the Strangetown Memorial Cemetery by Colt 04 on Mod The Sims. And they had a lot of statues in it that were very pretty but very expensive, so I took those out. I plan on putting them back when we have money in the treasury, but for now we get a really stripped back cemetery. They like they clearly like based the style off of Specter's house, which I think is pretty cool.
The other cemetery in Strangetown.
Yeah, they're right next to each other. One of them has significantly more graves in it than the other, and you'd be surprised which one.
You'll never guess.
You'll never guess. Yeah, and then this is the thing. I could have Strangetown with a positive amount in the treasury, or I could have built something more useful, but instead I put this gas station that's like purely decorative. There's there's a bathroom in here. You can use the bathroom, but nothing else about this lot is functional. When I first built this lot, it had like a functional like little convenience store in the back there. But I took it out and put like this sort of like bare bones sort of like service station. You go up and pay for your gas theoretically. Anyway, there's nothing you can do in this lot. It looks like a gas station. Cars will show up there if you like actually go there in game, but there's no reason to do that. I just felt like Strangetown had to have a gas station.
Yeah, I love the implication that like people with no idea what's going on here are stopping just to fill up their car.
Because I definitely think that they are, you know? I think that like, because like
and they may or may not
normally you can't zoom out this far. I've modded my game. But this town is in the middle of nowhere, right? So I just feel like more than any other town, they really have to have a gas station because like, I feel like, first of all, yeah, a lot of people will probably pass through here on like long road trips. And like, second of all, like people who live here, where are they gonna get gas? They're not about to like go out of town for their gas, right? So I also considered maybe just not charging myself for it since it's purely decorative, but like I kind of like the idea of the town being just a little bit in debt, because it's like I picture like this really like small, poor desert town, right?
Yeah.
But hopefully over time we'll build that up and then we can build some more lots. There's nowhere to go in this game. Like you want to go out on a date, like stay at home or maybe go to the shopping center. I don't know. You gonna take them to the gas station? I wouldn't. So I'm sure we'll see this lot in more detail. And so these two are apartment lots, which were added with Apartment Life, so you may not have ever played with them.
Okay.
This house though you might actually recognize, because this is renovated from a house that was already here. This house is the strangest house. It's like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like, usually people put the Sandals household in here because it's one of 2 empty houses, and this one has the most bedrooms, but it's like this weird 2-bedroom house. Here, like, I'll show you what it looks like now. So this renovation, I took a heavy amount of inspiration from, Catherine TCJD on Mod The Sims, who renovated this into a duplex, which functioned like an apartment. So,
yeah, I do recognize that, actually.
Yeah, so I've renovated it. The exterior, everything above ground, basically, I basically just copied this person on Mod The Sims. So, Catherine TCJD, credit where credit is due, I stole this idea. So the layout of these 2 apartments is pretty much the same. They're studio apartments, but they're, like, decent in size. I think I used, like, a little bit more muted colors, because I prefer that. So how they had it though is you go through you would go through like this little walkway, right? Like I have oh, you know what, let's go through here. I'm gonna show you. I've also I've used a lot of in my renovations, I've used a lot of Strangerville conversions because they look really good, so I really like how this like tub looks like right here.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's one of my favorite items from Strangeville. Yeah, so you go through this really narrow hallway, and then on either side, there's an apartment upstairs, right? And the back porch in the build that I based this off of, you can only access through one of those 2 units, but I'm putting apartments in the basement. So I modified the layout a little bit so that there's a hallway that goes back here.
I love this hallway.
If you end up in this apartment, you probably really fallen down on your luck. So this back door leads to like the back porch, which has some stairs leading upwards, and then this goes down into the basement. These are the saddest apartments.
This is really scary.
I love it. These apartments suck so bad.
God bless the people that end up living here.
Yeah, so this is sort of, here, I'll go out of tab mode now. I just wanted to show you like what the path down there looked like. But they're these really tiny studio apartments. They don't even have a full kitchen. They have a kitchenette over here, with a mini fridge, microwave, and a trash compactor. So you could make things that don't require cooking, or you could make things that you can make in the microwave, like cup of noodle soup or hot dogs, or you could use the communal grill that's on the roof. So, you know, a sim could live here. Technically, 2 sims could live
You
here
can live
if they're a
here if you
couple.
want to.
You don't want to. But if you've really fallen down on your luck, I mean, if it really comes down to it, a couple could share this apartment.
You can live here.
I
because they
imagine
don't-
the routing issues would be a pain to manage, but
Oh god, yeah.
anyway, yeah, that's what this lot became. And the other apartment lot is one of well, actually, I guess there's 2 other apartment lots. This apartment lot over here is actually just one of the ones that's in the bin that came with apartment life. I think it was probably intended for Strangetown because it's got like desert landscaping by default and it's called Tech Center Flats. I don't know. It fits for sure. But these are much nicer apartments. These numbers, by the way, they're half of what they normally would be. I have a mod that halves my apartment rent because I also have a mod that halves salaries.
Okay, yeah. That seems fair.
Yeah, so, but like everything, like all the furniture and stuff and all of like houses and stuff still cost the normal amount. I think the balance in the base game of like how much it costs to rent an apartment towards like how much you make is pretty reasonable, but like compared to buying a house, it doesn't make a lot of sense to do.
Okay.
So that's why I use those mods. And so this is also an apartment. This is like the sort of like mid-tier option for apartments. It's so this one is I've renovated a lot that I downloaded, but the lot that I downloaded was based off of a build done by Maxis that came with Apartment Life. But the problem with that build is it's completely glitched. If you try and move someone into it and then you load the game, it'll crash.
Yeah, that's
the one that they're like, yeah, that's good, ship it. So that one doesn't work. So this is like a recreation that somebody did with making their own sort of like minor tweaks, and then I renovated it to fit in Strangetown, gave it desert landscaping, gave it a more muted color scheme. But that is the Main Street Mobile Houses by Amai Ronnie on Mod The Sims. If anyone's looking for that.
They look significantly less sad than the basement rooms.
They are much less sad, and this one actually has its own separate bedroom. These two have their own separate bedrooms. These two are studios. But they've got a decent amount of space.
Yeah.
This one's probably similar in size to the like above ground apartments in the other apartment. And this one can actually fit a small family. So you fit 2 beds in this room. Yeah. So yeah, these are significantly less sad. And they're pretty reasonably priced. Yeah. Those ones I didn't have to pay for out of the treasury. Because theoretically a landlord owes them, and that's also who they're paying rent to.
Yes. So that isn't going back into
right. Yeah.
The town.
Right. Because I didn't pay for them, so that money doesn't come to me. Me, the mayor of Strangetown. So let's get started with the scripted events. Oh, I'm actually gonna open up the guide. Just
I haven't seen any of this in so long, so...
Did you actually used to go through all the scripted events, or no?
I kind of feel like I would have incidentally, but I don't, like, remember them or anything.
Yeah. So there's, like, a recommended order, and I'm not going to do that order exactly, because... I'm just trying to find where they are in the guide in case I need it. You know what? I don't think I need it. I think I know what the scripted events are. But the guide recommends that you start with the Curious family. And I do like that from like a tonal perspective. I really think that the Curious brothers are like kind of archetypal Strangetown.
Yeah.
But
there's some pretty strange stuff going on there.
Yeah, I really think they set the tone for Strangetown really well. But the problem is that going through the Curious Brothers scripted events usually ends up breaking Nervous Subject's scripted events in the Beaker household.
Okay.
So I'm going to skip them and I'm going to come back to them after I do the Beakers.
Cool.
And I'm going to start with the Specter household.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go right into there. Oh, I should have like read it. I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
Because I gotta go through. I can't just assume everybody knows all of Specter, right? I don't have to tell you. You know.
Even I know all of Specter.
I mean, yeah. If you're gonna know someone, she's one of them. Let me actually before I forget.
Strangetown.
Yes. So, who is buried in Olive Specter's garden? Will the mysterious aging outcast leave her fortune to her niece Ophelia, or, as rumored, to an unnamed heir? Who could that be? So, Olive Specter is a very interesting character. She lives in this house. And one of the most notable features about her house, I don't know if you noticed, there's a fuck ton of graves right here. Maybe you noticed.
It's unique.
It's a unique feature of this house.
I love the chair.
So there's rumors that Olive Specter may have killed some of the people in this garden.
I can't imagine why.
A lot of these people, not all of them, a number of these people, are actually former husbands of hers.
My God, how many is there?
Yeah. There sure are. So you can learn some interesting things about her going through her memories.
21?
Every husband she's had has died. Most of them died of unnatural causes. Her most recent husband, this guy, actually did die of old age. Probably.
Good for him.
I say probably because in The Sims 2, every reference that you could get, which is just his ghost, indicates that he died of old age. In The Sims 3, his tombstone indicates that he died of old age, but his ghost is that of someone that died of electrocution.
Oh.
But probably old age.
Are ghosts different colours in this game, or is that just the Sims 2 I'm thinking of?
They are, yeah. Are we getting... Here we go. So it says, Olive Specter wants to retire. Just pick up the phone and call work to start collecting that pension. We can see that she's got a want to retire. And
what does she work as?
She works in the Slacker career as a professional party guest.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good for her.
So she's gonna make a good chunk of money as a pension, so we'll send her to go do that. If I click on the actual phone, that'd be good.
I love that she really worked her way up as a slacker.
She did. She's working very hard.
She's doing great.
This is her niece Ophelia, who moved in with her after both of her parents drowned to death. So here's Olive retiring. Alright, and she's gonna earn 150 simoleons a day from her pension.
Nice.
I kind of like to lock in this want to see her husband's ghost, but it's sort of a toss-up if that happens or not. Another thing, okay, and tell me what you think I should do with this information, okay?
Okay.
So, this is General Buzz Grunt. I mean, he sort of sucks, if you ask me. He's kind of heavily implied to be, like, super racist towards aliens.
Oh, yeah.
And what's interesting about him from the perspective of the Specter family is that his ex-wife is buried in Olive Specter's garden.
Okay.
She actually, in terms of her memories, she actually died a really long time ago, before Nervous Subject was born. But that actually doesn't make any sense because General Buzz has children with her, and all of them are much younger than Nervous.
Okay. Yeah.
Nervous Subject, I know you know this, but maybe people who are watching.
I've gotten a crash course recently.
If you talk to me long enough, you will. You'll learn a lot about The Sims. Nervous Subject is Olive Specter's son. His father is not listed on here, but if you look through Olive Specter's memories, the only character she has a memory of woohooing with is the Grim Reaper. So probably the Grim Reaper's son.
Is he wearing flowers around his neck?
Yeah. That's the version of him that comes when someone dies of old age.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the last person who died here died of old age. And that's assuming that they are dying happily of old age, which Olive Specter could go either way. As you can see, her bar is pretty close to full as part of the scripted events.
Yeah.
She is going to die of old age.
No.
So depending on how well we do with her wants, she could go willingly or she could go unwillingly. But she's going to go one way or another. I've also found that, like, I feel like most of the time she's not willing to go. But I have had it happen where she is. I'm not sure. I'm using a clean template right now, so some things are changed from the Maxis' original sort of version.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll point those things out when I see it. Oh, I also have to remember to check the family ties. Some of them got broken, I think by accident, because they're not in, like, the change log. But there were a lot of family ties that weren't supposed to be there that were broken in this clean template. But I know some that are missing are... I know some that are supposed to be there are missing. Someone told me to check the Curious Families, family ties, and I know Ophelia Nervous's is missing, and they are cousins, so it should be there.
Yeah.
The family tree is fine. It's just whether Ophelia... well, she doesn't even know Nervous. I think that might actually be why that happened, because they made it so that she doesn't know him. But she also doesn't recognize him as family if she meets him, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little off track. Scripted events. I think I might change. I'm going to give them a bit of a makeover really quick, actually, before I move on to things. But I'll tell you what I was going to tell you about General Buzz. Is so his ex-wife. They were divorced before this happened. His ex-wife is buried in Olive Specter's garden. He's enemies with her.
Okay.
But if you call him over, he will come, and she has a want to invite him over. That's part of the scripted events. Where is the hairstyle I use? I have a particular hairstyle I like to use for Ophelia. Oh, it's this one. There we go. I think this one looks cuter on her.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I might also change her lipstick, actually, now that I think about it. I've changed her name. I've changed Ophelia's name to her mother's maiden name of Muenda. Every mention of her after The Sims 2 calls her, gives her the last name Specter, actually.
Okay.
Including The Sims 2 for PSP, which came out not that long afterwards. And I'm thinking that it's because the name that they gave her was maybe not very well thought out. I think it was supposed to come from the word enigma, but they did start with the N part, and maybe not a good name to give a black character. So I did give her, instead of Olive's name, I guess you could kind of make an argument for that, because Olive raised her for a certain part of her life, but I instead just gave her her mother's maiden name, which is also Olive's maiden name.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have changed her genetics so that genetically her hair is black, just because I think that makes more sense.
Also makes sense, yeah.
So I did give her recessives for red hair though, because one of her parents' genetics has black hair and one has red. I didn't change most people's genetics. Most people's genetics are not quite right for like what their parents have.
Should be, yeah.
But I changed Ophelia's, and I changed everyone who's half alien, because that bothered me the most.
What does that do to them?
Someone who's half alien is playing the game normally. Someone who's half alien is always going to have green skin, because green skin is dominant over every other skin tone. But they'll always have a recessive for a human skin tone. So someone who's a quarter alien should have a 50-50 chance of having a regular skin tone or a green skin tone. But because all the half aliens in town were created in Create-A-Sim, they all don't have those recessives. So 100% of their children would be green all the time.
Okay.
There's a little more to it. I'll go over that when we go to the Smith house, though.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Smith house, Ophelia is in a relationship with Johnny Smith, who is half alien, and she has a want to go out with him. So, after I give Olive her makeover, we're gonna have her ask for permission to go out.
God bless.
The skin that I use doesn't age elders. So I'm just gonna put an overlay on her that will give her some wrinkles. She should have them by now.
Well, she's gonna be dying in a few days, so probably.
Pretty old, probably. Maybe that should be good. I'm not gonna change anything else. I think she looks fine. She has no eyebrows. That is normal. She's not supposed to have them. So Ophelia is going to come over and ask Olive for permission to go out with her boyfriend, Johnny. And she says no. Okay, the official guide for The Sims 2 says that she'll most likely say yes, but my experience and the experience of most other players is that she never says yes. So there is an option for her to sneak out, but that wouldn't fulfill this want. That's a different want. So we might invite him over, because she also has that want.
Does she have to ask if she can do that?
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
Not in terms of game mechanics, but in terms of, like, story, I feel like maybe she'd have to be sneaky about it. So this right here is really interesting. Because it's got to be scripted that he'll come over, because they hate each other. And so a lot of people consider that to be something something to do with her serial killer sort of rumor. And I kind of feel like you're supposed to do something with it, but I never do. Do you think we should invite him over at least, or do you think we should just ignore it?
Maybe we should invite him over. I kind of like.
See what happens.
We just want to visit the grave. I feel a bit bad for him. Although maybe not that bad.
Another thing is let's see what he says. So I do have a clean template. Some things might be different. All right. He says, thanks, I'll see if I can make it over. Something that has been fixed in this clean template, but that they made a note of, is that General Buzz and all of his children don't actually have a memory of her dying. Of General Buzz's ex-wife, of their mother.
His ex-wife, yeah.
So this template added that in. Rather than invite Johnny over, I think I'm just gonna send her to bed. She's pretty tired. We're waiting. Oh, there he is. The thing is, if you move her grave, they'll get the memory. So that's why this person added the memory in.
Just
but the intention from Maxis is probably to be that they don't know.
That the grave is...
That they don't know that she's dead.
Oh, okay. So she's, like, missing or something?
Yeah, so maybe he's come over here to kind of investigate?
Oh.
Or something?
I was wondering if even he wanted to, like, make amends, or she wanted to make amends.
Well, he came over here and started fighting her, so I guess not. I'm just gonna let that happen.
That's not happening.
She's not interested. She's just gonna read that newspaper.
I mean, if that's the attitude he's bringing, then...
Oh yeah, he's gonna come over and slap her now.
Oh my god. Can't just walk into an old lady's house and slap her.
She did invite him over.
You haven't even seen the group.
Her house was the last place that his ex-wife was seen before she died, so... She doesn't seem to be fighting back, though. Oh.
I kind of wants at the moment to start a new job immediately after.
Yeah, those would be part-time jobs. I'm not going to bother with that because she's not gonna be here very long. Yeah, he just came over here to pick a fight with this old lady.
Okay. Let's see if I invite him around again.
What was that?
See if I invite him around again.
Yeah, right.
That's very nice.
She's not interested in this. Okay. Alright.
He attacked? Oh my god, we need to get rid of this guy. I was giving him a chance, but...
I mean, let's see who wins the fight.
I hope she wins.
I think he's much more likely to win, yeah. He's much more physically capable than she is.
Was that a want of his?
Oh, yes. You're right. He had a want to win a fight against all of Specter, I can assume.
This guy's fucked.
Yeah, he kind of sucks, to be honest. I mean, in this particular case, there maybe is reason to suspect, whether it's true or not, that she had something to do with his wife's disappearance. Yeah. Her grave is in Olive's garden. Let's see. Her name is Lila Grunt, I think.
Honestly,
there she
that
is.
Was pretty aggressive, even with that.
She is an old lady. And he did attack her.
Yeah.
Well, even if the serial killer thing is true, I don't think that she really has the ability to physically overpower him. So I think we're just gonna ask him to leave.
Yeah, that seems like the best thing to do at this point.
Okay, you passed him, Olive. She's getting old. Yeah, you tell him, Olive. Aww. Look what you did! You made an old lady cry.
No.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send her to bed. But if the ghosts start coming out, I might send her outside and see if she could maybe run into the ghost of her late husband one more time before she has to leave.
So how many um husbands as she got, did they all die like while they were married or
Um,
after that?
they uh she didn't divorce with anybody. Um, her first love, early demise, uh,
Of course.
left her at the altar
Oh,
and
okay.
died soon after of, I want to say, electrocution.
Uh-huh.
Um, and
Well, you would assume
his
something
brother
unnatural
Tim
anyway.
Lee also died not long after of unspecified causes. His character data is
Hmm.
actually missing from the game, though I think my clean
Okay.
template does add him back in. Yeah, there he is. Bunch of unrelated people who died. She was engaged. Oh, somebody awake? Oh, Ophelia's awake. Oh, well, I guess it's 6 a.m. now. So where were we?
What was that euthanasia?
Don't worry about it. Uh, right. So she was left at the altar by early demise.
Mhm.
He died. His brother Tim Lee, demise. Died. Some
These are
service
terrible.
sims died. Her sister Willow got engaged and married.
Okay, so Ophelia's
This
mom.
is some pizza lady. Yeah, Ophelia's parents.
I love the care in the graveyard as well. It's so good.
These two are her parents who died in a
Okay.
fire.
Oh dear.
Rigor Mortis was another one of her husbands. This is a maid who died.
I want to know where she's finding these guys.
Maybe Midnight Hollow.
Maybe.
I just love the stuff she does with her life. They're both fine.
Oh no, she's scared of seeing a ghost.
Who?
That's not great.
Who?
Ophelia, I think.
Ophelia? Uh, you're living in the wrong place, Ophelia. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Oh
sorry.
man, if that happens, it'll straight up put her in aspiration failure too. Look, she's not happy.
no.
It would have helped a little bit if we'd invited her boyfriend over and spent some time with him, but we didn't. Sometimes this is not part of the scripted events, but sometimes by the time Olive dies, she'll have the fear of a relative dying, and it will straight up put her in aspiration
No.
failure.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a pretty big one.
Yeah, because she has a family aspiration.
Oh,
Oh, Tomato's here. Hello. If I don't notice the chat and you notice, tell me something.
okay.
Because I'm like focused on the game. Alright, so Ophelia's gonna go to school. Olive is covering whatever she's writing in her diary. So she gets engaged to Rigor Mortis, who was apparently a rich sim.
Uh-huh. Oh, nice.
And then he died. I don't remember. It wasn't old age though.
Okay.
It was maybe a fire. I think a lot of her husbands died in a fire.
Yeah, she's not got great luck, has she?
She's what?
She's not got great luck with that. Her parents died in a fire as well.
Yeah. Some people would say suspicious. But I don't think it was a coincidence, I'll tell you that. But did she kill them? Who's to say?
Those are two different
She was
things.
also involved with a man named Euthanasia, who she did marry,
Euthanasia, yeah.
and who did die. But again, her first and only woohoo was with the Grim Reaper.
I love this woman's love life.
Something
Which is so
interesting,
much
though, is
going
that
on.
this is, according to her memories, after she became an elder.
Okay.
Including when she had nervous subject.
I take it that's not
That's
something
not
that can
that's not
usually
generally
happen.
possible.
Yeah,
It's actually, do you wanna hear another one of my hot takes?
of course.
All of Specter trans?
Hell yeah.
Because female elders cannot get pregnant, but female male Sims can get others pregnant.
I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
And when the game shipped, oh hi Frankie. When the game shipped, the Grim Reaper was actually identified as like the game identified the Grim Reaper as female. And that was patched out later, so like congrats Grim on your transition, you look great. And genetically speaking, Nervous Subject is a male clone of the Grim Reaper. He doesn't have any of Olive's genetics. And what that is in terms of like gameplay.
Nervous Subject trans also?
Well, I'm not saying no, but there's a, genetically speaking, a clone in The Sims 2 is if you get a Sim pregnant with their own baby using cheats or mods,
Okay.
the baby will come out looking exactly like them, but the baby will always be the opposite gender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was thinking more clones in real life.
Yeah, in real life that would.
Different
But like
subject.
in The Sims, a clone is always the opposite gender. So Nervous being a clone of the Grim Reaper makes more sense if the Grim Reaper is female.
Yeah.
And the memory for having a baby is identical whether you are the Sim that gave birth or not.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I've just thought of. I mean, like, you know, Jem, that I was, like, thinking of writing a story, and I don't know if I would go with that or not in my story, just because it does definitely change a lot of things if she's not the parent who gave birth to him. Like, why does she end up with him? Right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is the case in I am using a clean template. This is listed as a positive memory. I don't think that's the case in Maxis's version of Strangetown. I don't know if that was on purpose that this person changed it or not.
No, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's even possible in normal gameplay to have that be a positive memory. That's strange. But yeah, it was after she had Nervous, she started to get close with her last husband. How would you pronounce that?
Okay. I don't know.
I'm not trying to
Try
pronounce
looking it
that.
up.
But he's the one with the last name Specter, which is where she got it. And they became romantically involved after Nervous was taken away by the social worker. They got married, and he actually died of probably old age. Ichabod, is that how you pronounce it? That's what Tomato says. So if I'm wrong, that's her fault.
That is what it looks like.
Okay, I believe you. I believe that you know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
And thanks, Tomato.
Yeah, and then that's Ophelia's parents. Yeah, and so Ophelia came to live with her. Is she good? I haven't been paying attention. Oh yeah, she's fine. She can take care of herself. Ophelia came to live with her when she was still a child. I don't think it was long after that she aged up into a teenager. She aged up badly because duh. And that's when she started going out with Johnny Smith.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I think that they met when they were kids, though. Although I think that's actually the memory of meeting him might have actually been added in the clean template. It might have been missing in the original. She's brought a friend home from school today. And she's got an A+ on her report card, and so
Oh,
she's
good for her.
coming to show it off to her aunt.
Uh-huh. She's a good kid.
She is. All right. Look, she's proud of her.
No.
You know what? Before I forget, there's another thing I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because so the
Wait, what did Olive just do to Ophelia's pal?
I think they're just having a conversation and it's just not going well.
Okay.
Olive is not easy to get along with.
There was like a card symbol that came up. I haven't played this game in a long time, so I've forgotten what any of that stuff means.
So before I forget, in an unmodded game, do you remember the family sort of bio talks about like, oh, who is Olive Specter going to leave her fortune to, right? Is she going to leave it to her niece Ophelia, or is she going to leave it to some unnamed heir, right? Who, of course, is Nervous Subject.
Is her child, yeah.
Her child, yes, her son. In an unmodded game, it's unlikely that Ophelia will get any inheritance from her. And Nervous will get quite a large inheritance from her. The inheritance in an unmodded game it just comes out of nowhere. It has to do with like how close they were, but it doesn't have anything to do with like how much money they had, and it doesn't come out of the money that they have. So I don't like my Sims getting money out of nowhere. So I do my inheritances manually. So I think that it makes sense that like most of the money that she has in her pocket and probably the house also would go to her son, Nervous Subject. So I'm going to do that manually using this Monique's hacked computer. I'm going to put money into Nervous Subject's bank account. You know what? Let's just the amount that's like in her pocket. Well, rude Ophelia, move. I'm using that. Transmit money to bank accounts. I mean, that's gonna leave like nothing in this household fund. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, are they gonna be good with that?
They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Okay.
Don't even worry about it.
Well, we're not giving any to General Buzz.
No, he gets nothing.
After that performance.
Something that I might do, even though it is like taking things out of nowhere, is I might give something to Ophelia that's supposed to be from her parents. It's because it's normal to not get inheritance until you turn 18.
You're 18, yeah.
And in the Sims 2 for PSP, which is like a sequel. Let's see, we got a little bit of money now. We got her pension. It's fine. They're fine. Don't worry.
I forgot about her pension. Her daily pension.
In The Sims 2 for PSP, Ophelia has inherited a property from her parents.
Okay.
So I think it's some sort of safe house. The world of The Sims 2 for PSP is really interesting, but it's not doesn't fit so well with the gameplay in The Sims 2. Does anyone in this house have any cooking skill?
What was all up to?
She's just noticing that it's hailing outside.
In the summer?
In the summer, of which Strangetown has 2. You can edit the seasons. So Frankie asks if The Sims 2 for PSP is canon in my book. In my book, if something from any of the games is good and I like it, it's canon, and if I don't like it, it's not. So
That's a pretty good
that's
choice.
how that works. I'm very happy to pick and choose which parts of lore are canon.
Wheat ham sandwich.
So Ophelia that was a Rip Grunt who Ophelia is friends with. That is one of General Buzz's sons.
Children, yeah.
Yeah, he has 3 children. They're all boys. The oldest one, Tank, is kind of a jerk. He's kind of a jerk. He kind of seems like he's probably racist against aliens like his dad. He really wants to impress his dad, tries to, it seems like he wants to follow in his footsteps. We'll see that when we get to that family. But his middle child, Rip, is pretty chill.
Good for him.
I think he might be friends with Johnny too. They're like on good terms at least. So is Ophelia hungry? Yeah, I can grab a sandwich. This room it's symbolic, you see. It shows how distant they are.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Olive has no cleaning skills, and I don't know how that's possible because she has maximum neatness, and if you leave her to her own devices, she'll clean up anything.
They're not distant enough. They should make this sandwich, so they're doing okay.
I don't know what you mean by glitched archways. What is that?
I love the interior of this house.
It's really something.
She's got an aesthetic going on for sure.
Yeah. I don't want to bother you all with renovations, but in my own time I might renovate some of these houses. In some of my renovations I've tried to make this look more like a Spanish Mission kind of style and given it like a white exterior, but it just doesn't have the right vibes. So I do still sort of try to go with that kind of Spanish Mission style, but
kind of ties it together with the other buildings.
Ophelia, Johnny, and Tank is interesting. That doesn't surprise me that Tumblr would do that. I don't know that I would. Although, I randomize my Sims' sexualities, and one time, I rolled Tank being bisexual, and at first I was like, but then I was like, you know what, actually? And yeah, so I kind of feel like I might just go with that forever now.
Just from the sound of like the dynamics and stuff.
Yeah. Also, I generally I don't like to add like bigotry into my worlds. I like fiction to be an escape from that usually. But like also like General Buzz is just so dripping with toxic masculinity. Like I can't see him not being homophobic. Yeah. I just can't.
No, I can definitely see that.
And I feel like that kind of would make things interesting with Tank specifically.
So with the growing up, do you have like a window of time to do the birthday cake? Or
Right.
it's been so long since I've played this.
Right, yeah. When once you get that notification, which happens at 6 p.m., that a sim will grow up in one day. You have between then and 6 p.m. the next day to throw them a birthday party and get a birthday cake. We're not going to get one for Ophelia. She's not going to have a birthday party. This is kind of how the script events are supposed to work.
Okay.
But also, I feel like Olive's been strict and would probably not let her have one. Speaking of which, actually,
oh my God. Is she chasing her friend out of the house?
I think they're gonna have a water balloon fight. So much for her being strict and serious, right?
This movie would never throw
Ophelia brought a friend
party.
over without permission, and she's just going out to have a water balloon fight. So let's ask for Olive's permission to go out and see if she maybe says yes tonight.
She looks like she's in a good mood.
Yeah, she's been having a good time. Maybe she'll say yes. Oh, she actually did say yes. I've never had that happen.
Hey.
All right, well,
A changing tune from Olive.
let's have Ophelia go out with Johnny. Is she in a good mood? I guess so. Maybe that's it.
Not when she's thinking about Buzz Tank.
Oh. Okay.
Who?
Something's going on over here. I was not paying attention. We got ghosts. We're haunted,
What's going on
guys.
in this place?
Oh, bye, Frankie. Alright, so, Johnny's gonna come over and pick her up. Yeah, I don't know. Who? That's not Ophelia's friend, right? Who is that?
No,
Where did
our
she
friend
come from?
Kendall.
Oh, so ignore the werewolf. Johnny's here in this sick-looking car. Look at this is cool. I don't know where he got this.
Hell yeah.
That happens when teens sneak out. They always show up in some car that I don't know where they got that, but they sure do have it. Alright.
So, do we go with Ophelia or stay with Olive?
No, the go out interaction for teenagers is just a rabbit hole, so they'll be gone for a while, and then they'll come back. So this is Ophelia's friend from school who's now cleaning up a piss puddle.
No.
Hi, Sergio.
I bet she's so glad that she came round.
Well, now there's a new water puddle.
Olive loves this girl.
Listen, don't worry about the werewolf. It's fine. Well, now they're getting in a fight.
In love with Chad the werewolf. Oh no.
I think I'm gonna... So, one of the hazards of living in this house, the primary hazard I'd say, is the ghosts.
It's got to be up there, right?
Yeah. Kendall Lawson over here mopping up these puddles. That's actually useful. They will accumulate. So these puddles right here. Oh, who spooked her? She might die before we get to the scripted events at this rate.
Oh no.
Because you can actually die of fright.
Oh no.
Oof.
Just go to bed, Olive. Don't worry about it.
Oh boy. I actually think she might have been close to dying of fright there. That would break the scripted events just a little bit. It's a little different than her story usually goes. So the ghosts that died of drowning will leave puddles everywhere. And those puddles will not dry up and they will leave weeds. So it's just a disaster zone outside. You could like hire a maid and a gardener and that'll help. You need one that doesn't ask too many questions. So Ophelia's back. Presumably she and Johnny had a nice time. I'm gonna send her to bed. Yeah, see, it sucks out here. And it gets worse over time. Oh, did one of the ghosts wake her up? I think one of the ghosts woke her up.
So, do those just not disappear if you don't clean them up?
Yeah, they don't disappear if you don't clean them up, and they do spawn weeds. One thing that's really useful is if you happen to have for whatever reason you happen to have a sim who's a witch. Witches have a spell that can just clean up all the water on a lot, and that's really useful specifically for ghosts that died of drowning and for basically nothing else.
Yeah.
So I think how it works with ghosts, when ghosts come over and give you a fright, it drops down a bunch of your deeds at once. I think it drops down it definitely drops down hunger, energy, and comfort, and bladder. That's it.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm not sure actually if energy will kill them or not. Maybe it's only comfort. But if one of those needs drops down far enough,
That's good.
they will die of fright. It's also possible if their hunger is what drops down first, that they will die of starvation instead. If their bladder drops down, they'll just pee themselves. It might be that if energy drops, that they'll just pass out. So maybe it's comfort that kills them. I don't know.
That's a pretty funny one to die of.
Fright?
It just literally became so uncomfortable that I died.
I mean, you died of fright is what you did. So Olive did see a couple of ghosts, but neither of them were her.
Not the one that you wanted.
Not her late husband. Because Olive is a knowledge sim, though, the memory of seeing a ghost is positive for her.
Okay.
I guess Ophelia hasn't seen one yet. But for most sims, that memory is negative. Knowledge sims have that quirk with a few memories. I play based on wants. So I don't have sims do things other than like basic needs unless they want to.
Okay.
So actually normally I would send Ophelia to college because she's at the age where she would go and she does want to. But the way the scripted events go, university wasn't out, so she's just kind of not supposed to, so I'm just not going to. But she does want to do her homework, so I'm happy to do that.
Good for her.
Yeah. Gonna have Olive make some cereal, because that's the breakfast you can make without burning the house down. And apparently no one in this house knows how to cook. I don't know how they survived all this time.
Yeah, I don't want to start risking that at this point.
They do have a fire alarm here.
Usually not with the Specters. We all know how that goes.
We all wish we had Ophelia's motivation.
Right? Oh, that's a big bowl of cereal. I love that.
I'm gonna see if she's managed to get her homework done before she goes to the bus, but I think she might just end up missing it if I do that. We'll see. I'll send her like 8:40 if she's not done yet. But she probably won't have time to eat the cereal.
Are all those people from outside the lot also from the ghosts? Or was that from the hail yesterday?
No, that's from the ghosts too, because this part across the street is like technically part of the lot. Like with cheats I could edit it. So yeah, that's the ghosts too. Now we got weeds.
Oh, nice.
It's just real bad out here. I don't know how.
Close your eyes.
I don't know how Olive was keeping it in the shape it was in. It looked great when we got here. Yeah, I mean, when someone else lives here, I might, oh look, she got it done. She's gotta run. Run, Ophelia!
She
made it! She made it.
Has done the homework.
She made it, her homework is done. Good for her. I might, hire a maid and a gardener, if they don't ask too many questions.
Such as, where does all this water come from?
Listen. Why do you have all these graves in your yard? Listen.
Don't worry about it.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. And Olive does want to raise her cleaning skill, so I think it's okay if I direct her to go mop up these puddles.
It's mopping time. Oh yeah, her environment is not looking good.
No, yeah, it sucks being out here. Anyway, she's more than happy to clean up these puddles, so I can only assume that she was the one mopping it before.
Just every day Ophelia goes off to school and Olive spends all day mopping up.
Yep.
That's her
I can only
routine.
assume. Oh, we got bills. She's like not even made a dent in this. Go use the bathroom.
What's the little screen that's popped up?
Oh, it was just showing me that the
Oh,
mailman was
the
coming by with the
yeah.
bills. Nothing exciting. Let's have a sandwich. It's lunchtime now.
A ghost that mops, that would definitely be more helpful than a ghost that leaves water.
It would, yeah. What
A
happened
ghost
to the
that
mop
does
ghost? If we had a mop ghost, where is it? Sims 2, show me the forbidden mop ghost. Anyway, Ophelia won 225 simoleons in
Oh, nice.
a spelling bee competition, so I'm gonna write that down on my spreadsheet, because that's her money and she's gonna keep it.
Good. I was going to say I would think that's exactly what we need to pay in bills, but that's nicer for her to keep it. She deserves it.
No, Olive can pay her own bills.
Is that a friend that she's brought home again? Or just someone
I
walking
think
by?
he's just some guy who was walking by.
Fair enough.
Townie.
He's just chilling.
Yep. Oh, Ophelia, I can't cheer for your good grades. There's a wall in the way.
Ain't that just the way?
Yeah, it just sucks out here.
It's every time she goes out, it's just so bad.
Yeah,
Do they
just
not?
don't look too closely at the outside part.
Do they not leave puddles inside, or do they just not come inside?
I mean, ghosts do come inside. I actually can't remember if I've ever seen ghosts leave puddles inside. Anyway, Olive is lonely, so I thought maybe she could spend some time with her niece, before she inevitably passes away.
No. Where's the, counter for that? Is it just underneath the elder? Is that the only way you can tell?
Yeah, it actually does vary a little bit, based on what their aspiration was when they aged up. So there's some calculations that the game does behind the scenes, but it normally doesn't tell you when they're going to die, it tells you how old they are.
Okay. But she's getting there.
Yeah, and you can sort of tell by glancing at the bar. I know exactly when she's going to die, because it's scripted.
Yeah.
I don't think ghosts. I actually don't think that ghosts will even use the computer. Ghosts in The Sims 2 don't behave like normal Sims. So they have like a set few interactions they can really do.
Okay.
They will, and I can only assume that the reason we have this toddler's toy. Ophelia was not a toddler when she moved here.
Yeah.
She was already a child, probably kind of an older child. I assume the reason that this is here is to show off the fact that ghosts will play it sometimes.
Oh, okay.
They'll just jump into it and it'll go ding, 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 ding. Actually, I heard it last night, but I didn't think to point it out. I think it was while they were sleeping, so it just went by real fast.
So sad that they can't play video games though.
They can't play video games, they don't know how. If they could play the computer, though, it would make sense if it, like, at least broke or something. Oh, Ophelia and Rip are not friends anymore.
Oh.
Classic teenagers, am I right?
Yeah. Kids these days.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're always talking on the phone and they never get that face-to-face interaction.
That's gotta be it, yeah. Darn kids and their cell phones. Actually, the cell phones do exist in this game. They didn't exist in the base game. So Sims don't have cell phones by default, but you can buy them one.
Oh my god, so did she use a landline phone to invite Johnny over the other day?
Yeah. Use this phone.
And
she asked for permission to go out. She wasn't sneaking or anything. If she was sneaking, though, she does actually. This is old school. She's got her own phone in her room.
oh, I just never even noticed. God.
Yeah, like that was a thing before cell phones. It was cool when you had your own phone in your own room, and it was like it still like used the same line as other phones, but like you could be in your room and talking on it.
Yeah, my sister had one in her room and I didn't.
I didn't even have my own room growing up, so wouldn't have been much point in that for me.
Yeah.
I think we had just the one like landline, but the cord was so long that I could bring it into my room.
That's almost as good, right?
I lived in a really small apartment.
Yeah.
Don't go clean up that plate. Talk to your aging aunt. Oh no, that's so sad. She tried to give her a hug and she said no.
No. This is the worst.
I don't know if you should play this game
Are
with
they
your.
fighting?
No, this is they're playing a game, but I don't know that I would play this with my very old aunt.
Yeah, but we'll probably risk that.
She might fall over. Oh no. Oh no. It killed her.
She fucking died.
And Ophelia just aged up.
Wow.
She was not willing to go. She tried to fight.
Things got really interesting the last like 5 minutes. In the sim time.
Ophelia actually has the want to move out, which I think is interesting. The confetti was for the death. The confetti was for Ophelia's birthday.
They just happen simultaneously.
Well, they do. They are scripted to happen at the exact same time. For me, usually they're not right next to each other. But that was nice. They were spending some time together. You know?
Yeah. She punched her to death.
No. Alright, so that's the end of the scripted events in the Specter household. I like to put Olive Specter's grave right here next to her throne, and it's also right next to her late husband. Her most recent late husband.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
And Ophelia has the want to move out, and I really like that for her because I feel like the way that I see Ophelia is I see her as being very accustomed to death and the occult, but she hates it. Mm-hmm. And I think she just wants to get away from it. So a lot of people have Olive leaving this house to her, but I actually like to move Nervous in here instead. Mm-hmm. I think it's a kind of an interesting place for him to be sort of like discovering himself and learning about his past. And I think that Ophelia will often end up finding herself being drawn back into the occult. But I do think that it's good for her to try to spend some time away from it. I do think she tries to escape that.
Yeah. I can definitely see why you would want to move out of this house.
Yeah. So we're gonna come back to this family later. But for now we're gonna keep going through the scripted events.
Cool.
And the next one after the Specter family is the Beaker family.
Okay.
So their family bio says, what experiments are the highly secretive and less than neighborly Loki and Cersei Beaker performing on poor nervous subject? Will this secrecy affect Cersei's career ambitions?
Oh no, not her career ambitions.
Nervous subject, if you missed it, is Olive Specter's son. His father is probably the Grim Reaper.
Likely.
When he was very young, he was taken away from his mother by the social worker. Middle. Now he lives with the Beaker family, who are performing some horrible experiments on him, presumably because of his parentage. So we're here now with the Beakers. We have Loki Beaker, who is employed in the scientist career, and we have his wife Cersei, who is employed in medicine.
Not very ethical of her.
No, but I actually do imagine that the one who's more experimenting on Nervous is Loki, and that Cersei is more make sure that their subject doesn't die.
Okay.
Which sort of is reflected in, like, that his relationship with her is slightly better.
Okay.
Also, his only friend is Pascal Curious.
God bless.
Another thing I'm going to do, I haven't been doing most of the setup. I might do a lot of the setup just sort of on my own, but I like Nervous to be Aries, so I'm just putting these in here. Don't worry about it. Interesting that didn't reroll his want to get married, but oh, you know what? His wants are not right. I did things in this order to try and make sure that his wants were right, and they're still not. What if I reroll them? What happens?
Classic Sims.
Classic Sims. This is the whole reason I didn't start with the Curious family.
And here we are.
And here we are. Was it like, I don't think that any of his fears rerolled, so I don't think it was because of what I did just now. Well, you know what? I'll do it manually. It's fine. Assuming that he actually goes through with the rest of the scripted events. We'll figure it out. So, it says that Cersei wants a big promotion. Get her to work in a good mood, and maybe her efforts will pay off. She's already in a pretty good mood when we start, so as long as we don't, like, forget to send her to work, she should get her promotion today.
Cool. Is that a fear of dying she has?
She has a fear of Loki dying, she has a fear of losing her job, and she has a fear of losing to the Grim Reaper. Which is, she's afraid that someone will die and she will try and challenge the Grim Reaper to, like, a chess battle or something to try to save their life and that she'll lose. That's a very specific fear, but that's what she's worried about.
Fair enough.
She's like, what if Loki died, and then what if I tried to challenge the Grim Reaper for his life and I lost? That would basically be the worst possible combination of events. I really hope that doesn't happen. Go away. Alright, yeah, so, here, I'll just, don't worry about it, I'm gonna cheat this scripted event. So because Nervous's aspiration is low, he is going over to the fridge to just sort of stuff his face because he's sad. And doing this, is it there? Is it there? Yeah. Brings roaches.
Oh, okay.
And usually, Nervous has a fear of seeing roaches. But he doesn't.
So he's just set up to have a really horrible day.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna manually kind of cheat his aspiration down. Don't worry about it. And so the roaches, definitely the roaches, send him into aspiration failure. So he's not having a great time. It's like he's reached a breaking point. This is the last straw. So the therapist is gonna come visit him. The therapist is not real. Loki can't see him.
Okay. Just like therapists in real life.
Basically exactly the same as therapists in real life. This is what therapy is like.
Yup, the therapeutic spinning thing. Everyone loves that one.
Everyone loves that part of therapy. We all know it. And so what that does is it just sort of brings it up a little bit, but the idea that we're getting here is that he's really not having a good time here. He's just about at his limit constantly.
God bless him.
And the reason why again, it broke it anyway because this time he just didn't have the fear, which is another way I've seen it break occasionally. But usually the way that it breaks it, if you start with the Curious household, is that he usually starts with a want to become best friends with Pascal Curious. Here he is with his flower sack baby. He's still not completely stable.
Yeah. He's got some stuff going on for sure.
For sure. And as part of the Curious Family scripted events, he comes by to visit, and if you talk to him at all, it will basically fulfill that want, and you're supposed to, as part of the scripted events, talk to him. So that's why I did that in this order.
Sure.
So the problem that creates is that his aspiration will be too high for it to work, but also sometimes the fear just isn't there. Oh, we never took care of these roaches, did we? He's gonna get sick.
Yeah, they were trying to pick me out.
Get rid of these before someone gets sick. Oh, Loki's upset about the roaches too. Yeah, no one's happy about these roaches, Loki. We get it.
Who is this that's hanging about outside?
So this is the matchmaker.
Okay.
I could use a mod to make her not come by. Did you not kill them still? Oh my god, you're gonna get the flu.
Oh my god.
See? And now he's sick with the- oh my god. He had a fear of getting sick with the flu.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna go straight into aspiration failure when this is over if there's no like cooldown or anything. Oh boy. Yep, there he goes. Oh, nervous. I'm sorry.
This is just the worst possible day for us.
You know what? I actually cannot confidently say that this is the worst day of his life. He's had a really hard life.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not one of the best. I can confidently say that. What's Loki up to? Alright. I'll give you some privacy. Oh boy. So yeah, I'll do renovations off camera, but when I renovate this one, it's to me, this kind of looks like it's like half supposed to look like a castle and half supposed to look like an old factory.
Yeah.
So I sort of lean into like the renovated factory kind of vibe, and I bring the brick inside. And I also put in some more like science and medical themed items. But oh, I know. Oh, I'm nervous. Go lie down. Go to the bathroom and go lie down. Now he's sick. Oh boy.
Oh no.
And in an unmodded game, oh my god, they're still here! Loki's gonna get sick too. I cannot get rid of these roaches. There we go.
Had a little snack from the
Loki's
fridge.
sick.
Like, this can go work out.
Oh man. Nope, they're still alive.
Well,
oh my god, these things just will not die.
well, the fact that Circe is a nurse help this at all, or is this irrelevant?
You know what? Yeah, she could actually make medicine. Actually, Loki could make it too. We have the reward object for it. I actually think this comes from the scientist career and not the medical career,
Okay.
which is strange.
Interesting.
This one comes
Yeah.
from the medical career. But they could make medicine if they need to. Oh my god, are you serious?
Is there like an exterminator?
There is an exterminator. I didn't think I had to. I haven't had the spray fail this many times in a row ever. There we go. We did it. We did it. Yeah, I know. I know. How many memories do they? Yeah. It's just. I don't know why it makes a new memory every time they spray it, but.
All these guys remember at this point is bugs.
All that is and has ever been is bugs. Loki's actually a pretty. What are you making? Yeah, that's fine. Loki's actually a pretty good cook, because cooking is required for the scientist career.
Okay.
This will actually,
Helpful
what
tab.
are you complaining about? Anyway, it'd be good for him to have something to eat. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have the guys resting because they're both sick. Cersei's probably gonna catch it too. Like, everyone's gonna be sick.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, missed out on a lot today.
Yeah. A lot happened while she was gone. I think that their scripted events end with Cersei getting home, so is that a bug?
Okay.
Is that oh my god.
Where
is it?
Where
is it? There better not be any
you
goddamn bugs
kidding?
in this house. That might have just been a like lingering effect. There might not actually be bugs, I'm not sure.
Get cockroaches one time and that's it forever.
That would be realistic. They really are like that.
Just like in real life.
A lot of people erroneously say that Loki and Cersei are Nervous's adoptive parents. But what are you doing? Oh, well, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Is Nervous a young adult?
Well, there is only an adult
Okay.
stage. There isn't a young adult stage. Well, there is a young adult stage, but that's only if you go to college.
But he's an adult rather than a teenager.
Yes, yeah, he's an adult. And he is younger than them, but he's not a lot younger than them. I think Cersei's even younger. So, Loki is the older of the two, and he has 20 days left in his adult life stage, and Nervous has 27, so he's like 7 days older than him.
Okay.
Which is not a lot. That's not enough. It doesn't like in terms of ages, it doesn't make sense for them to be parents, right?
It doesn't scream parental.
Yeah. And also, they don't recognize each other as family.
Okay.
And there's no memory of adopting him. The memory they have is Nervous joined the family, which just means that he joined their household.
He moved in.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, you're gonna eat that one. He was cleaning up the other one. He took 2 bites of this and was like, "Ah, this is a dirty dish now." So I personally see it as he was sold to them, as a test subject.
Okay. As an adult?
He was a child when he first moved in with them.
Oh, okay.
I imagine that he was an older child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so... Yeah, he has the grew up badly memory right after the moved in memory.
Okay.
And we're spending some time with our flower sack baby again. I know. I know. Go take a bubble bath when you're done with that baby. Yeah, you're doing a good job taking care of that flower baby. I'm proud of you. Alright, how are you doing? You shouldn't spend too much time on your feet. So maybe put this away, though. And then go lie down. I don't know.
Oh no, he's got a fear of throwing up.
Oh
That's
no.
not good.
Oh boy.
That spell.
Can we go for three aspiration failures in one day? Well, Cersei's home, and she got her promotion. She's having the best day of anyone in this house. Who kicked over a trash can? We're gonna get more roaches!
Oh my god, no.
Okay. Well, that's it for this household. That was way more eventful than it needed to be.
So, who are we on to next then?
Well, now that we've done the Beaker's, scripted events, which were broken, even though I tried not to break them, we can go over to the Curious household, which is really supposed to be first.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, I forgot to read the freaking bio again. Look at me. I'll go back out. I'll go back out and read it. Lucky my load times are pretty quick. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not how it worked back in the day. In search of truth and mystery, the Curious brothers got more than they were, quote-unquote, expecting. Can Pascal, Laszlo, and Vidkin cope with their new roles as cosmic parents?
Cosmic parents, I love that.
So, when we start the game, Pascal Curious he's the oldest brother. He's already well on his way through an alien pregnancy. He's been abducted by aliens, and he's come back pregnant with a half alien baby. He's already in his 3rd trimester, so he's going to give birth later tonight. We get this pop-up here saying, hold on, let me just double check. Yep, okay, cool. We get this pop-up here saying, Vidkin wants to explore the heavens, but his new telescope might bring him a little too close for comfort. So, we're going to have Vidkin come over here and stargaze with this telescope.
It's like slightly risky after what happened to your brother, but okay.
Yeah, it's fine. That was great! Pascal got to meet aliens!
He's buzzing.
He wants to meet aliens too! Fuck yeah!
I'm glad
And so
that this
does
is a
Laszlo.
positive experience for this family.
So we're getting our first cutscene.
Oh, cool.
Gosh.
I've not seen one of these in so long.
They're so fun.
Uh-oh.
Very excited that I tried the science activity. That was a lot of fun. That's some free time. Because Vidkin and Pascal, they're like destined hobby is science. Laszlo's is actually gardening. Well, it's nature, but
Oh, good for him.
of the three, Laszlo is the less studious. I usually like to give him a secondary pleasure aspiration so that he's still interested in like learning stuff, but like you know, he's also just interested in having a good time.
He likes to hang out.
I imagine this is his.
Oh, cute.
Were they playing rock paper scissors across the room?
What?
I think they were playing rock paper scissors like across the room from each other.
Incredible.
This house, I actually think it's really interesting. But it's got a very strange layout. I think that the idea is it's supposed to look like it's like a laboratory. So when I renovate it, I usually kind of lean into that.
Yeah.
I use a lot of conversions from The Sims 4 Strangerville. So I'm guessing we're just gonna take care of these two brothers while the other one is in space. They've got some pizza over here that they can eat. Pascal's eating for two, so
2 slices of pizza. That's how that goes.
at least. Come over, get some pizza too. Can I have some pizza too?
I like that they've got like a cot and a potty and stuff all bought for the baby.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah, they know what's
They're
happening. They
prepared.
get it. I got the changing station, the crib, and the high chair, which I will never use.
Space themed, of course.
Yeah. I'm so cute. They have 2 TVs, which they don't need, but I get the idea. It was like it's supposed to look like monitors. I think the idea is cool, but I think they just didn't have like the assets to like make it look how they were imagining it. So I really try to lean into like the laboratory theme when I renovate it.
It does mean that you can watch 2 different programs at once.
I don't know that you'd want to, but you sure can.
So how long do they get abducted for?
A few hours.
Okay.
He's having a great time, as you can see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Don't even worry.
Don't worry about it. That's how it is sometimes.
The guide recommends that Laszlo watch the cooking channel to raise his cooking skill, because he's always gonna have this want to maximize the cooking skill.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Vidkin's back.
Oh, hell.
And there he is.
It's a bit of a rough one, but okay.
And if you hear that lullaby charm, that means that he's come back pregnant.
Oh. God. This is going to be a full house at this point.
Sure is. We're going to have at least 2 alien babies. Pascal is going to give birth to an alien baby very soon.
Exciting.
He will have 1 baby. It can be either a girl or a boy. I kind of hope it's a boy, just because in like the lore, he has a boy. But it could be either. It's random. But he's only going to have 1 baby. It is possible for Vidkin to be pregnant with twins.
God.
And it's probably only a matter of time before Laszlo ends up getting abducted and also gets pregnant, so...
Does it always happen when they get abducted?
Yeah, in an unmodded game, a male sim who is within the age range of a person who can get pregnant, who gets abducted, will come back pregnant 100% of the time.
God.
There are mods that make the percentage lower. There are also mods that make it so that female sims can also get pregnant from alien abductions, but I don't have any of that. I like the way it works. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
What they're getting into.
Pascal is going into labor. His brothers have come out to panic.
Yeah. To not help, but be there.
And we get another cutscene, which is, it's different from a regular birth cutscene. I think it's really cute. Little alien pom-pom, and there's an alien baby. Okay, Nervous. Nervous is here and he's blocking my view of the baby. Oh, this baby has human eyes. He's got Pascal's eyes. This baby will always be born with alien skins, as half aliens always are, but it's a 50-50 whether he has Pascal's eyes or alien eyes.
What color?
Or she. In this case, we have a girl.
How cute.
What should we name her?
Oh, I've got no idea.
Because his son's name in lore
boy
is
have a name?
Tycho. Yeah, it's Tycho. I don't know if that fits a girl though.
It could.
It could. I think that's the name of like an inventor and also a moon.
I'm so in love with the alien baby. It's so cute.
Right?
I love this whole family.
I really love the Curious family. Let's see. Sometimes I like to name the Curious family's alien babies after moons.
Yeah, I should have saw ahead and started thinking about this, but I did not until
I really should have.
Yeah.
I really should have. I was really hoping we would just get a boy and I'm like, done. There's a name for that.
We know this one.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna name her Metis after one of the moons of Jupiter.
Cool.
And there she is. And there's the sun. Whew, interstellar spawn sure are tiring. Maybe your Sims could use a little help. Pick up the phone and call a nanny. So I'm going to have Pascal put the baby down in the crib and call to hire a nanny. And then I'll have him come talk to Nervous. Who's come by to see the new baby, I guess.
Cute. Not that he knew the baby was going to be there at the time.
I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he knew Pascal was pregnant.
I'm gonna be giving birth tonight if you want to come over.
Oh, there he is, ringing the doorbell.
Yeah, they might handle like one baby for a while, but a nanny's probably a good idea.
Well, especially because they all work.
Looking at your phone.
So there will be times when nobody is home to take care of the baby.
Okay.
Great. Now... Oh, don't leave. No, he's leaving. I'll wait for him to leave and I'll invite him back over. You took too long to call the nanny.
He's impatient. Is he still gonna be sick from when we were playing with him? Okay.
And in an unmodded game, it wouldn't be possible for an inactive sim to get other. No, don't bring anyone over. What are you gonna bring, Loki?
Oh my god.
But I have a mod that does make it so that it's possible for sims who are not currently being played to get sick. I think actually I think maybe usually he would be able to oh, someone needs to go to work. Who's going to work? You're going to work. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Just put the baby right there on the floor.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah, someone, as long as someone gets this baby, I don't care who. Okay, and now, okay, somebody go say hi to Nervous before he leaves.
Again.
Again. Okay.
The guy's gonna stop visiting at this point.
Where else is he gonna go? Pascal's his only friend. Oh, well, okay. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
are you gonna put the baby back in? Oh my god. Just put her in the crib!
This house is a nightmare already. There's only one baby.
One baby and one pregnant man is too much for this baby to handle. For this household to handle.
These guys are kind of a mess.
A little bit. Okay. Okay. Can we put the baby in the crib, please? And then come get some pizza, I guess. I don't know.
Pizza's just all over the joint at this point.
I know. So he wants to talk to Nervous, so let's have him have a chat. I do love how they'll like do like little like motions that represent what they're talking about. I think that's a really cute little detail. None of the later sim games have that. Alright, you got no? Okay. Oh, the toilet is a disaster. Oh no. Come eat the pizza!
So many slices of pizza.
Well, he's eating for two, so 2 slices, right? That's what we decided?
Yep, that's how it works.
At least 2.
One for him, one for the baby.
Yeah. Oh. I feel bad making him use that when it's dirty. Well, he might not have to sit on it, but I'd feel bad if he went in there and sat on that. We'll clean it first. Yeah, have a slice of pizza, Nervous. We got plenty. It's all over the place.
Have some pizza and help clean up this mess of a house in one go.
I think that could just about be us done with the Curious family for now.
Okay.
So yeah, Pascal has given birth to an alien baby, and his brother Vidkund is expecting one also.
Exciting.
So that'll be fun when we come back to them.
So will that like continue to progress while we're doing the other families, or will that still be there when we come back?
No, in The Sims 2, there's no story progression at all. Okay. Nothing will happen if you're not there to see it. But things that happen around you, your played characters won't age when you're not playing them, no matter what. But but things that happened around you really do happen, you know? Mm-hmm. So if like one of your Sims is like having an affair and they're with their affair in a community lot and like their wife comes or whatever and catches them, like that really happens and you're gonna have to deal with that the next time you play them.
Okay.
If they buy something at like a store that someone else in the town owns, they really will have that item in their inventory, and they really will have paid for it with their real money.
Oh, cool.
It's neat. I like the way that the Sims 2 does that. So the next family that we have is the Smith family. So the Smith family, so Jenny Smith was born Jenny Curious. She's actually
Okay.
the Curious brothers' sister.
Cool.
And she is married to, of course, pollination technician number 9 Smith. We all know.
Yeah. We all know and love.
We all know. And they have 2 children. Johnny Smith, who is Ophelia's boyfriend, and Jill Smith. So, interestingly enough, Jill's phenotype, like the way that she looks, is not possible. Because her father is a full-blooded alien, and her mother is human, so she should have green skin. My thought is that they decided her appearance before they finalized how alien genetics work. So she just has an impossible appearance, and that's fine. By default, by default, both these children have just monozygous traits. They don't have recessives, but I've edited them to give them the recessives they should have. I even gave Jill a recessive for alien skin, even though that shouldn't really be possible. But so if Jill ever has children when she grows up, it will be possible for her to pass on the traits for alien eyes and alien skin. And likewise, it's also, because I edited Johnny's also, it's also possible for Johnny to give, to have a child that does not have alien skin. Because it normally would not be possible, because normally he would have both traits be the alien skin color. And I've also given him the recessives for alien eyes, because he actually does have his mother's eyes.
What do the alien eyes look like?
They're black. They're totally black. We'll see them on, I'll show you up close, because Paul has them. I'm going to call him Paul. Which is, of course, short for pollination technician number 9, Paul. And so this is the family's bio. After a fruitful career, pollination technician 9 has retired to his favorite planet, but can his son Johnny make friends and fit in, or is this family just too strange for Strangetown? So I didn't show you this in the family tree, but when a sim is abducted and has an alien baby, the father of that baby is called a pollination technician. I could probably, I could pull up the family tree because they are on it. Yeah, so right here, see there is the new alien baby, and the father of the child is this pollination technician.
Unnumbered pollination technician.
Yeah, just whoever. This is actually not Maxis's. I have a default replacement, so the Maxis one looks a little bit different. So yeah, so here we can see on the tree there is their sister Jenny Smith, who's married to pollination technician number 9 Smith.
Took his name.
He took his name, which I'm assuming that he decided on when he retired to Earth.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't just maybe take his wife's last name. In the Sims 2 for PSP, there's some like reference to him having some sort of human disguise that he thinks is working. Maybe the name Smith is part of his human disguise. I don't know. But something you might have noticed is there are actually 2 more people on this tree that you haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
So these two, this is Chloe Curious and Lola Curious. That last name might give something away to you. They're part of the singles household, which is going to be, they don't have any scripted events. They're just in the bin, but when we finish going through all the scripted events, we'll place them down because we're going to be playing with them also.
Okay, cool.
They are Glarn Curious's child, born of an alien abduction. That is the curious siblings' father. So they are, so to Johnny and Jill, they are aunts and also half sisters.
Okay.
The Curious Family tree is a mess, and I give it like 2 or 3 generations before
Yeah.
everyone in town is related to the Curious Family.
I mean, it's already a solid, what, 60%?
It's a lot. A lot of people are related to the Curious Family already. So, today is Johnny's 18th birthday. We get a pop-up
Nice.
saying, Johnny's ready to become a man. He wants a birthday party to mark the occasion, so pick up the phone to invite his friends and blow out the candles when everyone's ready. As you can see, we're set up for a birthday party already. We got a cake. He also wants to go to college, but I'm not sending him. Throw a birthday party. He does also want to have a great party, so we're gonna do that. He also wants to irritate Tank Grunt. So let's see.
Good
Let's
for him.
we're gonna invite Ophelia, obviously. We're gonna invite Rip.
The Grunt.
And let's like invite all their family. I guess he met this dog. Anyway, we're not gonna invite Tank.
But how's he going to
Well,
make fun of
don't
him?
you worry. We're not going to invite Tank, but he is going to come. The guests are all invited. Break out the refreshments and the latest tunes. It's party time. Oh, there he is. Uninvited. Oh, and he's going right over to shove him. I didn't even tell him to do anything. No, you can do that. I'm gonna let you. Go, shove him. I dare you. Do it.
Always wear that face paint?
What's that?
Does he always wear that face paint?
He does. He does always wear that face paint. He is supposed to be wearing a green
Okay.
shirt. I have default replacements for like almost every piece of clothing. So I'll probably change his appearance when I get to his family. And he did want to irritate him, so let's yeah. That's his brother. He doesn't get along well with his brother either. Oh, poor Tank looks like he's being bullied.
He kind of is, but he deserves it.
He kind of deserves it a little bit, yeah. We're gonna go insult him. After he's done crying. I do feel a little bit like we're bullying him, but he is kind of a jerk. And now he wants to win a fight with Tank.
Oh my
So,
God.
I don't know if he'll win, but I'm gonna start it. He also fears losing a fight, so we'll see what happens.
It's a toss up how this goes.
I think Tank might be a bit more fit than he is, so it might be skewed a little bit
I
in
was
his
kind
favor,
of assuming
but
that. Yeah, it's not doing wonders for the party score either.
no. I think everybody came. Yeah, there's Ophelia. I haven't given her a makeover yet, but what she aged up in is cute. Everyone else is back here. Oh, he won!
Nice.
Alright, let's go, we're having a great party. Let's go blow out the candles. This is great. Johnny's having a great birthday.
All I want for my birthday is to beat up Red Grunt. Is that even his name?
What's that? Oh no,
Tank. Grunt.
Tank. Yeah, Rip is the other brother. Actually, while I'm here, let me I have like all the Curious Family in one house. Let me check their family ties and make sure they're correct, because they're probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if something was messed
okay,
up there.
I mean, I'm sure the immediate family is all fine, but let's see. Okay, recognize sibling. Is that right? Hold on, let me actually just look at the relationship panel. Okay. Because it doesn't really matter what they recognize, especially some of these they're related to more than one way.
Yeah.
No, okay, it looks like it's all correct. Maybe it's the actual Curious brothers whose family ties are messed up. Like maybe it might be like that like Laszlo and Lola's might be messed up. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'll check that another time. I'm just interrupting Johnny's party at this point. Someone's turned on some music, so we got some tunes.
Nice.
Tank is here. He's gonna watch. He's gonna watch while Johnny blows out the candles. No one invited him, but he's here.
Everyone's thinking about him though.
And since he's aging up at a birthday party, we're gonna get a cute little cutscene. There he is, all grown up. We can't see because Tank's in the way. Move.
Classic.
Classic Tank. Alright.
So, will he still be going out with Ophelia?
So usually in an unmodded game, no. One of them aging up into an adult would clear those sorts of flags between them. I have a mod that keeps it. I don't have any mods that allow romantic interactions between teens and adults, but I do have a mod that just keeps the flags that are already there, just so it's not like, oh, what if you had an 18th birthday, so now that's it, start over.
Yes. No, that's nice that he keeps it.
So it says, Johnny is ready for a life of his own. Getting a job and moving out will start him on his adult journey.
Okay.
And he does have a want to move out. I like to move him and Ophelia into an apartment together. Because, I mean, Ophelia didn't really get any money. And she also wants to move out, so it kind of just makes sense to have them move in together. It's just like, when you're young, it's just easier to have somebody living with you.
Yeah, definitely.
He aged up well. I guess Jenny was supposed to go to work today, but she didn't. That's fine. So I'm gonna lock in this want to move out, but hopefully we're still gonna be able to fulfill this want to have a great party. So far, it's not that great, but
yeah, it's not looking amazing.
let's see if we can work on this party being better. Have everybody hang out with people. Go talk to Rip Grunt. You know, why not? No, they don't get along. What's Jenny doing? Johnny's just discovered that his hobby is music and dance. He's dancing with his girlfriend. Very cute.
Yeah.
They're the same age now, so no worries or anything. You're gonna go up and have a bath during your son's birthday party? Go talk to. Okay, so Jenny, Chloe and Lola are her half sisters and also her stepdaughters.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
It's one of those relationships that you have with people sometimes.
not usually. I would say it's not common. But this family has it. Paul got his pension from space, I guess. In Maxis's version of this town, he it just is unemployed, but
Is that a daily pension?
yeah, that's a lot
What are
actually.
you doing on it?
I don't know, maybe being a validation technician pays really well. No, I'm okay. Sorry.
You're good.
Let's see. Go, have a chat with your daughter. Yeah. Everyone's having a good time. I don't know. I actually don't know if this party's gonna go well or not. Jill's gonna have some cake though. Nothing's gonna stop her. So what's interesting about Jill, again, her appearance is not genetically possible. But it's I guess they just thought it would be a funny concept. Is she's half alien and she looks totally normal.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have given her alien recessives. She wants to make friends with Ophelia, so maybe we'll have them talk.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. She's not having a great time, actually. Why is her aspiration so low? Is it always like that? Or is there like a fear that got fulfilled for her?
I
Can't
don't
think of
know.
what. She might have
I
actually
don't
feared
know.
having a party, I don't know. Sometimes kids do that, like it scares them, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I love the Tank's just living it up.
He's
even
having a
though
great time.
it immediately
No one
got beat
invited
up.
him, but he's here to fight with his brother and have a good time.
He's a strange guy. Okay, we've leveled up into a snoozer from a real dud, so
I think it's still gonna be bad though. Yeah, I don't think this party went well. I'm sorry, Johnny. Hold on, what's going on over here? Oh, yeah, okay. Damn,
that-
Tank is just not having a good day. His little brother
Is
just
that the
kicked his
gun?
ass.
God.
Alright, well, we could stop playing this family now and come back later.
Okay.
So,
So is their relationship gonna be really fucked up when we get around to them?
Tank and Rip?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Like, it already wasn't
Okay.
good, don't get me wrong, but...
Yeah. It's gonna be wild.
and when we get to them is right now, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
next
really
up,
remember these guys at all.
maybe it's because they kind of suck.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you didn't play with them because they kind of suck.
Got those energies from them.
So we're gonna go to the Grunt family. It says, Tank has always lived under the hard thumb of his father, General Buzz Grunt. In this domesticated boot camp, can Tank prove his worth to this demanding dad? So we're just gonna
Is
hop
that a
on in
sister
here.
they've got as well?
What's that?
A sister they've got? Or is it as a little brother?
Brother, all of them are boys. Yeah. The youngest one, this is, Buck. There we go. I would have remembered if I kept thinking, but, like, why? I could just check.
Terrible vibes in this family.
Oh, there they look, they're fighting already. Let's see how bad it is. Pretty bad, I bet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not as bad as his relationship with Johnny, but, like...
It's pretty bad,
It's
though.
pretty bad, yeah. It says, young Tank really wants his father's approval. Will finding a good job and working hard finally win Tank his father's respect? Use the computer to start the job search. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna change his clothes first. No, because he's supposed to be wearing green. It's supposed to be, like,
First things first.
military-esque. I'm gonna have to change his dad's, too, but his dad isn't in his everyday wear right now, so I'm not worried about it. I think we should get him this, actually.
God.
I want to so bad.
This should really shake things up.
I feel like his father would not approve if he strolled in wearing
Yeah,
that.
Unfortunately, I would have to
Maybe
respect
later
it.
down the line that could be part of his story. Let's see.
This is a guy I don't want to respect, but if you did that, I would have to.
Let's give him this shirt. That should be good. That's fine. And then I'm not
Yeah,
gonna bother
that
with
seems right.
any of the rest of this. I might do more of the setup just off camera, just so I don't have to bore you with all of it. But first, we're going to have Tank come find a job. I guess he was just bullying his brother over here. He actually has a want to get a job in the athletic career.
Okay.
But when we check the job listings online, the only job that will be available is a job in the military career, like his father. So we're going to take this job. He's going to be following in his father's footsteps, joining the military. He also wants to beat up Johnny. Good luck. He's bigger than you now.
Got the real priorities in life.
Oh, He's here to start shit with his brother, I guess. I'm gonna let that
It's
happen.
nice
I'm
that
here for the
they
drama.
don't get
Oh,
on.
okay. So the guide actually recommends that we use this day off to have General Buzz train his children on this obstacle course. So let's offer some lessons to Rip. Let's do that. He's already talking with him. Let's see what happens. Oh, hey, okay. I was talking to him, but okay. Cracking his knuckles. Yeah, Rip is not into it. He's not gonna do it. So let's offer some lessons to Tank and see if we can distract him from harassing his brother.
Oh my god.
These two actually get along
Okay,
pretty well.
at least he's into it. Rip and Buck?
Yeah. Buck's relationship with his father is higher than his father's relationship with him. I think he wishes he got more attention from his dad.
Oh.
So they're over here on this obstacle course. Oh.
Just a normal family activity.
He's trying his best. Do it again. Do it better.
God. No wonder they're like this.
Yeah, he runs his family like a boot camp. So it's like, I don't know, you kind of gotta have a little bit of sympathy for Tank, even though he sort of sucks. Bad vibe family, says Tomato.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know when she said that because I forgot to look at the chat, but she's correct.
She's not wrong. He doesn't like the wall too much, does he?
What's that?
He doesn't like the wall too much.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it. These two are just hanging out, so that's nice.
So did he take that job?
Yeah, he did. So he has got a part-time job as a paintball attendant, which is level 1 of the military.
Famously the gateway career into the military.
It says, an aspiring military mind has to get its start somewhere, and what better place is there than a paintball arena? Guns, ammo, camouflage, squeegees. Well, at least you don't have to clean the latrines, because at the paintball arena, they're still just called restrooms. Which implies you do in fact have to clean them.
I mean, yeah.
Whenever he's done with this, I'll have him offer lessons to Buck as well. Make the child run the obstacle course.
The only way this guy knows how to really teach children.
The only way he knows how to interact with children
Genuinely
is making them run military obstacle courses.
God. You
Got the
can't see it,
matchmaker
doesn't
here
it?
again.
She's just hanging out.
Yep. Oh, well, get up. These are some names these kids have.
Right? Oh, is Buck doing it? God bless him.
Yep.
He's just a child.
Oh, baby. Oh, his hair got stuck in it.
Oh no.
Oh, he's not very good at it. He's trying his best.
It feels like a shame to watch this.
Well, Rip's got a bad reputation because he's fighting with his brother all the time, I guess.
Well, they did fight very publicly.
Oh gosh, okay.
They fought in front of like every curious that exists.
It's true. Which is like at least half the town.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Buck's doing a good job too. He's trying his best. And I'm proud of him. So much drama going on. Like, none of the other Sims games hold a candle to the amount of drama you get in The Sims 2. If you just let them go, like...
family dynamics like this.
Okay, get out so your brother can go to the bathroom. Well, first he's gonna cry about you beating him up. Okay. Oh. I guess Buck lost some weight running that obstacle course. Oh. Everyone needs to go to the bathroom, but we only got 2 of them. Oh, we got 3 of them. Okay.
Yeah, that's a classic Sims problem.
3 bathrooms for 4 people is not that bad, actually. So Tank and Rip both have work soon. Rip has a job in the Slacker career as a gas station attendant.
Right. That's not a Slacker
I didn't actually show you anybody's bios, but let's take a look at the Grunt's bios. So, General Buzzy says, the General likes to have his clock set to military time. He used to enjoy barbershop quartet singing, but that is classified information.
Full fitness, of course.
He's a popularity sim, and he's a Leo. Tanks says, Tank Grunt wants to be just like his old man. He spends his days lifting heavy things, dodging imaginary bullets, and being bigger than the other guy. But deep down inside, he wonders if anybody really knows who he really is.
Everyone knows that he loves to beat up his brother. Or
the whole town knows that he likes to pick fights. And he is a popularity sim, just like his dad.
Just like his dad. God.
Rip, on the other hand, is a romance sim.
Oh.
And, okay. Yeah, gonna get one last fight in before work. Just gonna kick your brother's ass real quick before you... Alright. Are you gonna go to work? Are you gonna go to work? No? You gonna go to work? Okay.
My god.
Alright, so we're looking at Rip's bio.
Yeah.
Rip totally doesn't care what you think of him. He's going to do whatever he wants to do, which is mostly what everyone else is doing.
Good for him.
And we got little Buck. He's trying to write in his diary, but his dad's looking over his shoulder. Like a weirdo.
Yeah.
Apparently, more than anything else, Buck wants to be a pet stylist to the stars. He spends a lot of time wondering why his father never seems to notice him. A stylist actually is something that you could be. Oh!
Did that like come with pets or?
No, it came with Open for Business, I think. Spell goth.
Oh.
And actually, the clean template that I've downloaded, remember how I told you it would be really, really easy to give her Pleasant View Bella's face? They did it.
Oh, nice.
So she, actually, they gave her, like, a few things that the real Bella Goth should have. That's a choice. But, it's interesting. Anyway, he actually could become a stylist, but, like, a lot of the kids, you know, kids have dreams and they change their mind when they're older. So I probably wouldn't do that, unless, he rolled some wants later in life that made it seem like he really wanted to do that.
A pet stylist, God bless him.
I actually think in terms of, like, the greater Sims canon, which is either canon or not, depending on how I feel about it,
Yeah.
In the Sims 2 for PSP, I think all 3 of his sons are in the military. I think they're all like
Oh,
officers in the military.
that seems like a sad place for them to end up.
I know.
I don't
Tank
want this
ending up
for
there
them.
definitely doesn't surprise me, but the other 2 kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
do. I mean, Buck doesn't really surprise me. Rip is the one that surprises me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could see
Yeah.
Buck kind of in the same position as Tank when he's older, like
Yeah, because he wants to
because he
impress his dad.
impress his father, exactly.
It's such a shame though. I want him to
He
be a
does
firefighter.
know and is on good terms with Jill Smith, which I cannot imagine that his father approves of. Yeah, Buzz does not get along well with the Smith family.
Does he get on well with anyone?
He doesn't, actually. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
The only person who likes him is his son.
God.
I don't know. I actually
Terrible man.
I actually don't know if even like even Rip doesn't like him. 2 out of 3 of his sons like him, and that's it. That's where the list ends.
Yeah.
He's just got the worst vibes, you know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we were there for that one. He wanted to fight with Olive, but
Want to fight against a woman who died the next day of old age? Like,
literally though. Here's where he lost a fight with Paul.
good.
Yeah, good for Paul.
Yeah.
We got some memories in the past of fighting with Laszlo Curious and Loki Beaker. You about to burn the house down?
Oh my god.
That's not my problem if you do.
What?
He also won a fight against Vidkin Curious, and he beat up every single one of the Curious brothers.
Everyone in the family.
And also Loki. I guess he was probably like a high school bully. They probably all went to high school together.
Yeah. That tracks.
Some of them do have like memories of each other from high school. Like when they were teenagers, here's some tea. When they were teenagers, Vidkin Curious and Cersei used to date.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they had their first kiss together. She started dating Loki while they were still teenagers, after she and Vidkin broke up, and Vidkin actually still has a crush on her that is one-sided.
Oh, oh no. I love that you can find stuff like that.
There's the tea.
It's very good.
Is that... Oh, they're home. Tank earned $25. I'm gonna keep track of that because he gets to keep it.
Nice. I love that you do that. Like, what are the chances of his dad letting him keep his own wages? I don't know, but I like that you're doing
Is it
it.
25? Yeah. And then how much? Rip's got 35. He's got a better job. Working at the gas station.
Tomato's saying that she loves to learn about the Sims tea and soda. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
I'm so glad. Me too. I'll spend time like reading the wiki and learning stuff I didn't already know. But I will always be here to spill the Sims tea. Tank and Rip fighting as soon as they get home, I guess. Oh.
Of course.
Buck fell asleep in the armchair.
Oh.
Isn't he just cooking something? Yeah, he made some hot dogs. Come get some hot dogs.
Do we know anything about the kid's mum?
Yes, I was telling you about her. General...
Oh, yeah.
General Buzz...
The same ex-wife?
Yeah, they got divorced. And
Okay.
now she's buried in all the Specter's garden.
Yeah. I somehow had not made the connection between
Yeah.
him having an ex-wife and the kids.
Yeah, his ex-wife is their mother.
Cool.
I'm just letting this happen. It's just like being in the
Yeah,
Pleasant
why not?
household.
It's
Angela and
fine.
Lilith are exactly like this. Just gonna put these hot dogs away in the fridge because I think these two ate at work. They're not hungry. Buck just out here to eat by himself.
Oh no.
Baby.
Oh, Buck makes me so sad.
I know. He deserves better. Rip's not having a good day.
Oh yeah. Does it make a memory every single time they fight?
It sure
'Cause
does, as
they've
long as it's
got
like an
a lot
actual
of
fight
time.
and not just like they ran up
Yeah.
and like shoved each other or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like Rip won the one that happened at Johnny's birthday party, but he's won every single one since then. Tank has. Well, what are you doing now? Oh no, Rip's starting this time. Yep.
Why not?
I'm just gonna let it happen. I'm not going to stop them.
This house is an actual nightmare.
Right, Tomato? Like, The Sims 4 puts no effort into any of this, you know? And it's like... It's why it bothers me that, like, some of these same characters are in that game, because, like, it's like they've had all of the soul just sucked out of them.
Yeah, there's none of the
Anyway,
context.
if you ever decide to start playing The Sims again, it should be this one, or The Sims 3, or something, and it shouldn't be The Sims 4. They added some characters and they forgot to put the character in. Damn it. How did you ship that? Dang it. Forgot to put the character in the characters.
Fuck. It's just never ending.
Did Bugballs go to bed?
This guy just loves sleeping in chairs.
Here, I'm gonna change General Buzz's outfit too to something more military-esque. Actually, I have some Strangerville conversions that I'll probably use. Something like this.
Oh, I thought his other outfit was his.
Yeah, no, that's not his casual outfit. And his casual outfit usually has a green shirt, like a green polo shirt, but I have default replacements, so
Yeah.
it doesn't look great. Let's do that. That should be fine.
Yeah, that seems about right.
There we go. And I'm not gonna bother with anything else. Like, it's fine, probably. I don't care. I have default replacements for almost every outfit in the game, so like whatever it was probably ugly before and it's probably fine now. Wait, your bedroom is downstairs, right? Yeah. Alright, everyone stop fighting, it's bedtime! Go to bed.
Fuck looking after my needs. I've got brothers to fight. When you send them to university, do you like go away with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I think we had university for The Sims 2.
I think it was the first expansion pack for The Sims 2.
Really?
Yeah, I definitely had it too. He's just making a mess. See, this is another thing that like when their personalities have effects on things, the reason why there's this huge ass puddle right here is because he's sloppy. And so he makes a mess when he takes a shower. Sloppy Sims make a mess when they use anything.
Nightmare.
Like, even though their personalities are, like, I guess kind of more simplified, because they're all, it's just, like, there's 5 scales.
Mm-hmm. They don't have, like, traits or anything?
No, they don't. But they all, like, affect a lot of different things.
Yeah. No, it actually seems like a pretty good way to do it.
Mm-hmm. The way that The Sims 3 did traits was good, though, because the traits can do a lot more things. And so each trait affects like less aspects of your life than like this personality system does. This is like point system. But you could have so many more varied sort of things about a person, whereas you're sort of limited on what metrics you can judge a person's personality by, you know?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't tell you how much they like cats. You know what I mean? But it is a very good system. For sure. Are you gonna first thing in the morning.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna interfere. I'm just gonna let that happen. They can live their
Oh,
own
that
lives.
Bucks just have to like live with this. I don't feel sorry for their dad. He caused this, but
Oh, are they getting in a fight? Yeah.
yep.
It's 6 a.m. General Buzz is like, whatever, I'm just gonna make some cereal. That's
This
not my
does seem like a
problem. It
problem.
super is his problem. Those are his kids right there.
Family that would get sex. Yeah, their dad just like does not give a shit.
No.
Which tracks?
Yeah. How old were his kids when he got divorced, I wonder?
Oh, you said. So did they put in a memory for his ex-wife dying in this one?
They did, yeah. But it's not necessarily in an accurate place, because it was put in by a user.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Tank and Rip aging up. Having that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how old they were. But their cereal, if anyone's hungry, maybe we can stop fighting and eat some cereal? What if that?
Never.
What if we took a break from fighting and we had cereal?
What is it Bucks wanting to do at school?
He wants to get an A+.
Oh, good for him.
Does Tank also have that one? I don't think he does. But he's very close to getting it, and it's sort of part of the scripted events that he does. Which is why I'm still playing through to Monday.
Samantha says, why don't you eat some cereal and maybe it'll calm down? I wish they would calm down.
Incredible. I wish it worked.
It seems very unlikely, but we'll give it a go.
Well, there's school buses here, so it'd be cool if they went.
That'd be nice.
Buck's done with his cereal, so he's running for the bus. If you guys would stop talking and start eating your cereal, that would also be great. I'm just gonna send them to school. No cereal for you. You spent your morning fighting, and now you get no cereal.
Don't deserve cereal. He did this themselves.
Oh, and sounds like General Buzz's curtain pool is here. I know you didn't hear that, so you didn't get the audio cue that I got, but there was an audio cue for that. You can own one of those. You can own a helicopter. Sims 4 doesn't even have cars.
Let me just go to work and this big fuck off.
I mean, he is a general in the military. Like, that's not just his name, that's also what he does. It is also his name, though. Which I imagine must have been awkward before he rose in the ranks. His first name is General Buzz.
General Buzz.
across the street from
Maybe
the gas
imply
station I built. There it
something.
is.
Oh yeah. Maybe it implies something about his own parents' aspirations for him.
Maybe he came from a military family too. Who were his parents? Because that's the thing, like, in The Sims 2, like, based with like only like maybe like 2 exceptions, every living character has at least up to their grandparents.
All right.
Yeah, but like we don't necessarily know like what their jobs were or anything.
Oh yeah, his dad was General Chip,
His dad
so
was General Chip though, so
this is going back
he
some
he actually
generations.
wasn't in the military though. That was just his name. It's a family name. And yep, his grandfather too. So definitely comes from a military family.
A whole mess
Hank and
here.
Rip both have the day off of work today. Rip brought somebody home from school. That's nobody. Rip is not doing super great in school. His grades went up, and they're still just a C.
Hmm.
Uh,
He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that takes school too
no,
seriously.
he wants to have his very first kiss, so.
He's got bigger priorities than doing homework.
Tank has just gotten an A+, and his dad is not here to be proud of him.
Oh,
So he's gonna celebrate by himself.
that's a little bit sad.
There's some sympathy to be had for Tank Grunt.
Yeah.
So that about there we could be done with the scripted events.
For all of them?
For all of them, yeah. Strangetown's not that big. There are 2 more households I haven't introduced to you yet, and they are in the bin. So I can move the bin families in. And we could meet them. Maybe play with them for a couple days just so we know who they are. So I'm gonna move them into these 2 houses right here. So right here we have AJ Loner, who has come to Strangetown hoping to find himself. Will he be successful in his new home, or will the odd things that always seem to happen here drive him away? Well, you're stuck here because if I move you to another town, it's gonna cause corruption, so welcome to your new home.
You live here forever.
You live here forever now. You got Strangetown syndrome, and now you can't leave. There he is. Stop and smell the... Welcome to Strangetown! Stop and smell the cacti. So, downside to, playing these families is that, houses don't come with furniture in them. The other house actually does, because I, downloaded it. But I'm gonna have to throw some furniture in here for AJ to have literally anything. He wanted to buy a fridge. Yeah. He doesn't have a want to get a job. Oh, there we go. He wants to get a job in the business career, so we're gonna be looking for business. He also wants to buy a statue, but like, how expensive a statue does he want?
Slightly
a sculpture.
lower on
Okay, a sculpture of
priority.
any kind, that's fine. We'll make that happen. Don't worry.
We can do that.
We can do that. If you had like a price limit on it, though, not gonna happen. Come back to me when you have a job.
He's got a decent amount of money on him.
Yeah, for sure. He starts with like the like 20,000. That's like a starter budget. Most of my Sims don't have that when they move out of the house, so yeah, he's doing pretty good. I could put him into a house. Doesn't have to be an apartment. Be better off than the singles household for sure, because they gotta share.
Did they start out with the same amount of money?
I think they start out with more, but there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
I actually think, like, especially now with like apartment life, it would make more sense to have them like move into separate apartments rather than live together, because they don't get along really.
Oh, okay.
But
Can't wait for that family drama.
we're gonna play with them next, so you'll see. Just gonna give him some basic stuff. I actually might turn this into a closet. No, not the counter. Oh my god, there we go.
Here's where I keep my extra kitchen counters.
In the closet, of course. I didn't say it. Listen, if you assumed that the closet was gonna be for clothes, that's on you for assuming things. Let's get him a mirrored one. White is good. Check this out. No other Sims game has a closet like this. This is what every closet looks like in real life. Sims 3 doesn't even have closets. So I guess Sims 4 has a leg up on that one in that regard only. Let's get...
Yeah, guys, gonna need some kind of TV situation, isn't he?
Yeah, some kind of couch or something.
Something to do.
Anything to do. He's in... Well, you know what? Actually, his hobby, This is the only information we get about him, okay? Other than, like, his personality and his aspiration and stuff. He doesn't have too many meaningful memories. We do know that both of his parents are dead. So he's not just, like, fresh out of Create a Sim with no backstory, but... Anyway, yeah, this is his bio. You ready?
Uh-huh.
To pass the hours, AJ enjoys counting the grains of sand in his backyard.
Fuck yeah. This guy's gonna be so happy. There's so much sand in his back garden.
He moved to Strangetown because of all the sand.
This is his ideal living situation.
Yeah, basically. And let's get him a computer. Which definitely eats up a lot of the budget, but, you know, it's a useful thing to have.
Yeah.
Some sort of light. Bookcase might be good. We don't have to get him the one of the cinder blocks, I don't think. I think we could spend the extra 50 simoleons for a real bookcase. And then he wanted some kind of sculpture or something, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be expensive. He is a fortune sim, that's why he wants to buy stuff. But, it could be the flamingo. He wasn't specific. He didn't tell me it could be a flamingo. Perfect.
There we go.
That did it! That counts! He also might want to join law. I actually do kind of have a calculator. I have a calculator from, that, YouTuber / streamer I was talking about, on Pleasant Sims website. There's, like, a calculator where you, like, type in their interests and you find out, like, which career, like, suits them better. I usually do use that if they have more than one that they want, but let's just see if either of them are available.
Yeah,
and if they are, like, we'll just take that one. Because I could see, like, he always, for me, either rolls business or law. I've had him go into both, and they both seem to suit him pretty well. So, I wouldn't be mad about either one, if either of them are available. Gamer career, not quite. Oh, you know what? Actually, I haven't been, like, I've only been going through, like, scripted events. I haven't been doing, like, a lot of, like, setup and stuff. But usually, just because now it matters, I'm going to use the bat box right here. Because usually, one thing I'll do is, Sims that I feel like would have gone to college, I give them a degree.
Okay.
And I have a calculator for that. Which degree did I usually give him? Well, I think I have it written down somewhere, that way I don't have to go through all of the, like... Is that gonna be... That's just gonna take too long, isn't it? You know what, I'll just plug it into a calculator. I'll just do that, because this is something I'm probably gonna end up doing, because, like, this is just how I like to play. I'm trying not to bore anyone with anything too tedious, but like I have fun with this.
I think it's so interesting that it's completely different to how I've ever played The Sims. I'm terrible. I always like just
Here,
immediately teach
I'll
money.
actually show it to you if I
So it's
like
actually quite interesting
this.
to hear about how you do this stuff.
There, you can see that, right? I think it hasn't quite popped up yet.
Yep. I
All
see
right,
it now.
yeah. So I'm just gonna. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay. So, 8 in
Oh, interesting.
politics.
I hadn't
Uh,
even noticed the interest before.
oh, this is different. Oh, because I changed my resolution. Well, that's annoying. Because it used to show this all on one screen. Oh well, okay. Because this is not in order anymore. Alright, crime is 0. Food is 9. Sports, 6. Work must be on the other page. Gosh, this is annoying. It's supposed to be in order. Why is it like this? I changed my resolution so that would fit in like the window for the stream.
Mhm.
And I guess that's what made this not quite right. Oh well. Money 6. Entertainment 5. Health 7. Paranormal. He has a 10 interest in paranormal. I think it's very interesting.
That goes some way to explain why he moved out here, at least.
He has a decent interest in sci-fi too, so yeah, for sure. For sure it does. 10 in toys also. That, I don't know what that's about. But good for you. 0 in environment. 9 in culture. 2 in fashion. Travel, that's 6. Animals is 2. And then sci-fi is 6. And then what is his destined hobby? I don't remember that.
Destined hobby.
Yeah. His destined hobby is music and dance.
Oh, cool.
So,
At least that gives them something to do other than kicking the sand.
oh yeah, philosophy. He had a major in philosophy.
That seems about right.
That, yeah, definitely does sound right, actually. Now that I'm hearing it, I'm like, yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. I usually give Laszlo Curious a degree in philosophy too. And I give Vidkin physics, and I give Pascal psychology. Anyway, upgrade same pre-uni.
Oh yeah, they definitely seem like they would have went to university.
For sure, yeah. They're like, I mean, like, I don't think they could be doing the jobs they're doing if they didn't.
Yeah.
Same with like Loki and Cersei. We said philosophy,
Yeah,
right?
makes sense that they would.
Yeah.
Yes.
Philosophy degree. There you go.
So does that affect the jobs that come up, or?
Yes. Yeah, it does. It's in an unmodded game, there's like 4 careers that require a degree, and I don't think most of them are careers that should require a degree. But I have a mod that changes which jobs those are. So like now you can't be a doctor if you didn't go to college. I'm sorry.
No, that makes sense. That seems like how it should work.
And I think law might be one of those careers. It definitely also it affects how high level they start in the career too.
Oh, I can now start as a level 3 gamer.
Yeah. So if one of the jobs that's available, adventurer, if one of the jobs that's available is a job that they're not qualified for, it just won't show up.
Cool.
Architecture. Show business. Artist. Nope, neither of them. Okay, well, let me Since I have this calculator, let me just check which of the two is higher.
Oh yeah.
I really like the idea of him going into the paranormal. That it is one of the highest ones for him, but he didn't roll them up for it.
Yeah.
So of business and law is slightly higher. So I guess I'll lock that one in instead. He does have 2 want locks now, and he has 3 want slots, and that's because he went to college.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, if you
I noticed that I added those, but I didn't know that was
it's
what.
because you get them gradually as you go through the semesters. Yeah, so that's 2 extra want slots. So you get them. I think you get the last one when you graduate, but you get the first one at some other point, and there are other benefits that come with it, like the two locks come at one of them too. I think actually when you finish your freshman year, you get the second, like you get the additional want slot, and then I think at the end of your sophomore year, you're allowed to change your aspiration. At the end of your junior year, you get the extra want lock, and then when you graduate, you get the last want slot. And also, if you at any point like flunk out of university, you get an additional fear slot.
Oh.
So it's totally possible if you go to university and you flunk out your very first semester, which I have had Sims do. You get a detriment and no benefits.
That happened to me in real life.
No. Did you get an extra fear slot?
That explains so much.
No. Oh boy. But see, that's why I let my Sims fail, because it's realistic. Not everybody goes to college and gets on the dean's list, you know?
No, I really like how you did the school stuff. Like it's just that they want to.
Yeah, and I got that from the same YouTuber. Like I said, I get a lot of my rules from this one person.
Yeah.
But that's because I like them. It's fun.
Yeah.
If I don't like them, then I change them. So a lot of mine are modified because like no 2 people are going to just want to play exactly the same way, right?
No, that makes sense.
You can make like some real food or something. Maybe like have a sandwich.
Nah, he's good.
Just a bag of chips. Oh, you know what it always happens. I always forget to buy 2 things, and I did forget to buy both of them, and that's the first is a phone, because like we don't need that anymore. But the second one is a trash can. I don't have an excuse for that one. I just always forget them.
Did the house come with a fire alarm?
Nope.
Okay. Just not cooking any dangerous stuff for the moment then.
If he starts a fire, that's on him. That's not my problem.
That has nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with me. If he wants to set his house on fire, I won't stop him. I also didn't get him a table, but like that's fine. He can do his computer. I do that all the time.
You can deal with that, yeah.
Do you wanna plop the singles down and
sure.
see what they get up to? He didn't find a job, but we'll try again tomorrow.
See the interest.
What's that?
Are they something that the interest? Are those something that they get when they're like a teenager or an adult, or have they always got them?
They always have them, but they do change as they age up. They like solidify when they become an adult. They can still change though. Like through like conversations. You could like gain or lose interest by having conversations about those things. And you could gain interest by reading magazines. So they're not anything that's like. What's that?
Or is it like are those just part of the Sims 2, or is it like a expansion pack thing?
No, I'm pretty sure they're base game. Hobbies.
I just completely forgotten about those. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's something you could easily like just not pay attention to. The hobbies were added in the free time expansion pack, and that's different from interests.
Okay.
The interest mostly affects what they talk about. And if Sims have, like, conflicting interests, like somebody really likes something and the other person doesn't like it, like that's the kind of thing that'll cause them to have a bad conversation.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah. I like it too, because sometimes people just won't get along because they don't like the same things.
Yeah.
Alright, so this one is actually furnished, I think. This one is, this I should mention is, by Red Dragon 14, on Mod The Sims. Created a bunch of houses for Strangetown. And this one, they described as being for 4 roommates, suspiciously perfect for the singles household. So, you might see some familiar names here. Look there. Oh my god. Chloe is immediately starting a fight. These two, in particular, never get along. They always fight. So you might see some familiar names here. Right here, we have Lola Curious. We've seen Lola and Chloe already. I think they're different ages. I might fix that, because I think they're supposed to be twins.
Okay.
But Lola's bio says that she is intelligent and focused. Lola knows what she wants and how to get it. She enjoys politics and telling those around her what to do. She and Chloe, as we saw earlier, are Glarn Curious's children. So they are half siblings with the Curious siblings, and Paul was the pollination technician that impregnated Glarn when he was abducted. It was strictly professional. But he is their father.
Yes.
The two of them are very different, Lola and Chloe. Lola is a fortune sim, and I'm definitely gonna give her a degree. I also don't remember which degree I usually give her, but I'm gonna give her one. But I think I'm not going to give one to Chloe. Chloe is a romance sim, and she is described as being the complete opposite of her sister. Chloe just wants to meet new people and have a good time. She can often be found daydreaming or chatting on the phone.
She's just chilling out.
She's just vibing, you know? So over here we have Erin Beaker, which is maybe a name you recognize.
Loki?
Yeah, she's Loki's sister.
Cool.
And she never rolls the want for it, but I usually like to put her in the paranormal career based on her bio. It says Erin spends a lot of time working on her psychic powers. Of course, she isn't really psychic, but don't tell her that. And then we have Kristen here. Kristen Lost. She's not actually related to anybody in town. But she does have a family tree. Up to her grandparents. Step up your game, Sims 4. Your Sims don't even know each other's neighbors. Anyway.
No, that's really cool that you did that.
Yeah, I love that. There's depth. They feel like real people with like a history and a life. She's actually got to want to join the medical career, which I've never had her get before. But I usually don't actually send her to college. Or have sent her to college. I don't give her a degree. And it says that Kristen envisions herself as a world-famous sports champion. She doesn't particularly care for Strangetown, but it's only a pit stop on her track to greatness. Yeah, good luck. You're stuck here now.
Yeah, there's no getting out of this one.
Welcome to Strangetown. You live here. So that's them. The house is mostly furnished. I think I might... They don't have a medicine cabinet. Yay! Never puts mirrors in their bathrooms! And I'm also gonna get them a computer. Did somebody remember to put in a phone and a trash can so I don't have to? There's a phone, there's not a trash can, though, so... Oh, there is. There it is. Okay. No, it's just me. It's just me that forgets that. Alright, computer. I'm gonna... I'll put, like, a computer, like, right here in the hallway. That seems like a fine place for it. They don't really have, like, a living room. So... Maybe, like, this used to be a living room, but they needed 2 bedrooms, so they converted it.
Yeah. Yeah, setting up a wee desk there seems... That makes sense.
Yeah. I think their back porch is actually going to be technically considered their front door because a diagonal door can't be the front door, so... That'll be fun.
The intricate door laws of The Sims 2.
Yeah. You can set it manually in, later games in The Sims 3 and The Sims 4. But, in The Sims 2, it's just whichever one is closest to, like, the mailbox. Which is this one, but it's diagonal, so it doesn't count, so it's this one.
Tomato says that she always forgets the trash can.
I think a lot of people do forget the trash can. I think that's a common problem, so I don't feel too bad about it, but, like... I mean, how much time do you spend thinking about your trash can, right?
Not a lot. A low percentage.
So let's see. I think I'm gonna give 2 out of the 4 of them degrees. And I don't remember which ones those are. So I might do the interest calculator again. I'll show it to you though if you want.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay. It's probably at least less boring if you see me do it. I might just not even expand it, because, like, why is it like that? It's supposed to show all of them on one...
I love so much that people have, like, made these tools and stuff.
Yeah. Alright, so she's got...
Like, that's so fun.
I'm just gonna, because I'm doing these out of order, I'm gonna clear these, because, like, otherwise I'll forget which ones I did already and which ones I didn't. So she's got an 8 in politics as well. Crime is 5. Food 5. Sports 2. Work must be on the other page. 7. 6 in school. 7. The music stops when I go away from the game too, so it's just like everybody deadly quiet.
This is a serious time.
Very serious.
We're getting university degrees. I love that weather is one of the interests they can have.
Just talk about the weather, you know?
Everyone talks about the weather, but
weather is basically a hobby you can have too. Like watching, well, it's science. But watching the Weather Channel does increase the science hobby. So your hobby really could just be
like geography, right?
Just watch the Weather Channel, and that's your whole thing. Who's gonna stop you? God. And then her hobby. This one's Lola, right? I get them mixed up. Yeah, Lola. Okay. Oh, hers is music and dance too. So the degree... it looks like one of her highest ones is law, which is the one that she has. For her too, it's her and AJ almost always roll either law or business for me. Economics, yeah, alright, of course it is. Give her an economics degree.
Oh yeah, she's got the alien eyes as well. And
Yeah,
she does.
I did say I would show you them up close and I forgot to. Yeah, I think both of them do.
I forgot about it as
Lola
well.
and Chloe both do.
Hmm.
They honestly had the genetics of a full-blooded alien, but I fixed it because they're supposed to be half. So now
Yeah.
they have recessives for more human-like traits.
They're pretty cool looking. I like them.
Yeah, although the default replacement that's on them doesn't suit them very well because it's like natural colors that don't look at all natural on green
Yeah.
skin. Oh, I should change the...
Must be pretty difficult to find makeup for green skin.
Yeah. Right, and then I also I sent I think this is unpopular. I think that Erin went to college. I think that people think she seems like kind of an airhead, but like to me she seems like a sorority girl. And especially like her coming from like
I can see that.
her coming from the same family as Loki.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she even went to private school. Maybe she didn't. It's not on here.
Hmm.
I think Loki went to private school though, and it wouldn't make sense for her to not have gone. But whatever. Yeah. Sims 4's build mode is the best thing about The Sims 4. Like, it genuinely has a good build mode, but like, that's it. Like, that's...
That's where it ends.
Yeah, it's like, where's the game part?
You made the building simulator.
You did it. It's a great building simulator, but I was told this was a life simulator.
God, I'm so bad at building in any of the games.
A lot of people do like building in The Sims 4 who didn't like building in any of the other games because it really is genuinely like much more intuitive. It's much easier to use. Like people who did a lot of building find it easier to use, and people who never built before, a lot of people like do like it now, you know? But oh, let me show you what I'm doing again. Where is it? Click there. Okay, so 1 in politics, 2 in crime, 9 in food, interesting. The high ones are always interesting to me. Not a big fan of sports. Not a big fan of doing work, also. Not really a big fan of school either. We got 10 in money. Don't you worry. 7 in entertainment, 3 in health, 6 in paranormal, which is like above average, but
less
not
than you would expect.
Less than you would expect, considering that she does think she's psychic.
Yeah.
2 in weather, 4 in toys, 4 in environment, 10 in culture. She's a very cultured individual. 8 in fashion. Don't even worry about it. Travel is 1.
That's good because she's not going to be traveling.
She's not going to be doing any kind of traveling. It actually is possible for them to go on vacation. I haven't added a vacation hood to Strangetown because I also imagine that some people can't leave. And then what is her hobby? There she is. Nature.
One of the classic hobbies.
An art degree. I think an art degree suits her.
Yeah.
Okay. The other 2 I don't give degrees. None of the wants she rolls are ever for the paranormal career, but I like to put her in the paranormal career.
It makes sense, right? With the bio, like
yeah,
pretty much
I'm gonna have her check the computer so that she could stop getting in a fight with Chloe.
Give her something else to do.
And if the paranormal career is an option, then I'm going to do it. But if it's not, then I'll
Yeah.
check which one of these is like the highest for her interests or whatever. Do things that way.
Mm-hmm.
She did roll the one for the culinary career. And she does have a
Yeah,
high.
a lot of options.
Yeah, she has a high interest in food. Oh, there's paranormal. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. This is my game, and I do what I want. Oh boy. Another thing is, I think Kristen's hobby is arts and crafts, but I think it should be sports, because her bio says that she like wants to be like
that makes sense, yeah,
a sports star. So I do try to get her a job in like the athletic career. I didn't give her a degree, so she can't be a doctor. Pick something else, Kristen.
Unfortunately.
I could just give her a degree. I could be like, well, she wants to be a doctor, so she would have gone to medical school. But no, this is my game. I do what I want.
Does it work like that? Like they need a medical degree to do medicine? Or is it
No,
just
they just need to
anything?
have a degree, and even in the base, in like an unmodded game, like oh, they're getting
They don't need
again.
it.
They don't need a degree.
Yeah.
These two are getting along like they're playing baseball.
That's nice.
Oh, well. She's supposed to be wearing a pink shirt, and it bothers me that she's not. It's just because I have default replacements. Might give them all a little bit of a makeover. Let me get her a different shirt. Something pink. This one doesn't go well with the pants. I could get her different pants though. This is the same one that Kristen is wearing.
Which one's Kristen?
Kristen is the one that likes sports. The one that's not an alien. How about this one? That's fine. Just there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh well, and then right back to picking a fight with Chloe Curious.
Yep. I've changed my top and I'm back at it again.
Oh boy.
There's a lot going on in this thing.
Yeah. Maybe I'll give everyone just a little bit of a makeover. Matchmaker's here, of course. Alright, let me take off this eyeshadow that looks very unnatural on you. Maybe I'll give her like... Yeah, I like to give most people eyelashes. I even have like natural ones that don't look like they're wearing makeup. But she was wearing makeup, so I'll give her a bit of that. And, you know, maybe like a darker red on the lip would look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
Her hair's cute. I'm gonna leave it.
Does the matchmaker just turn up at everyone's house on the first day?
Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of people will just, like, ban her using mods. Oh, they get along. I've had them get married in a previous save.
Cute.
Aaron and Kristen. But I have to, like, I mean, I could just decide their sexuality. No one can stop me, but I usually just roll it. I think like a lighter lip color suits her better. And it probably was a lighter color originally. Like, I have default replacements that changes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. That's cute. Oh gosh. Yeah. They didn't even have a bad relationship to start with. Like, they just get along really badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This always happens. Every time, without fail. Townie walking by is like, I want to see what's going on here. Lola's over here just like, classic Chloe.
Margaret is loving it.
Ah, Aaron won.
Who started it?
I don't know, I didn't see.
It all happened so quickly.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Right back at it.
Do you want to see if there's like a job in law? I don't remember. Was there?
I also cannot remember.
We'll see. Entertainment.
Were you gonna change Erin? Chloe's? Makeup?
I was gonna do Kristen next, and then yeah, Chloe. Oh, I guess I didn't see them all because paranormal was like right up there.
Oh yeah.
Slacker.
I love how most of the slacker jobs are just like actual normal jobs.
I know. There is a mod that renames it to freelancer, which seems like a bit more of an accurate sort of description.
But I feel like all of Specter was she really got it when she was working as a party guest.
Yeah, that's the top of the career. Law enforcement. Oh, athletic. Maybe I'll put Kristen in her career. And actually, Chloe wants to join the slacker career, so we can do that. There is a...
Fuck yeah.
And this is the thing, like, this is not even because of my default replacements. Like, who thought it was a good idea to put red blush on this alien? Your skin is green, it doesn't suit you, it's not your color.
Unfortunately not a good look.
Give her this, like, highlight. That's cute. And then maybe, like, something a little less pink. I think the bright looks good on her, though.
It goes with her top.
And her hair.
Oh yeah.
Might just not give her any eyeshadow.
Yeah, she had kind of like vaguely flesh colored eyeshadow before, so it was probably meant to look pretty natural on her.
Yeah, well, I mean, it didn't though, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. She looks cute. Kristen made sandwiches for everyone. Like, everybody stop fighting. I made sandwiches.
This family.
Stop picking fights with Aaron and go get a job. Hey, look, there are people here. Hey, look! Look, we know some of these people.
Go get a job.
So I want to go greet these guests.
Oh.
Entertainment.
Aaron's
sister-in-law. Yeah. Yeah, and actually in the Maxis template, she doesn't know her, which doesn't make any sense. But she does know her in this one.
In this one.
It makes sense that she would know her sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Slacker. That's the right one.
Like,
right?
maybe
Yeah.
they're not best friends, but they probably
know each other. Yeah. I feel like she even had a memory of meeting her, but then didn't have her in the relationship panel. She definitely has a memory of Loki getting married.
Yeah.
Come eat a sandwich.
Maybe you'll calm down.
Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, she's getting bullied by her sister-in-law.
Oh, of course.
What did you do?
My god. I love how, like,
Aaron Beaker cannot catch a break.
I'm like, very slightly behind visually, so every time you're like, what's going on over here? I know exactly what's going on.
Oh man.
Oh, AJ's there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this that's looking for a job now?
Kristen.
Sports.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Alright. Ironically, everyone has a job except Lola. She's usually the first one to get a job for me.
Yeah, she definitely seems like the most.
I think I might randomize the gender preferences for the town.
Oh, cool.
I
was wondering how that worked.
Yeah, I used to use a different mod actually. So I'm still sort of getting used to how this one works. Stop eating that sandwich. I need you to randomize the gay for me.
Stop eating sandwiches and calling make people gay.
3, 4, 5. Okay. This one works differently than the one I'm used to. So I'm like, I think this is how it works. I think every click is a 2% chance. I usually do 10% gay, 30% bi. And so I think I did that right. I used to use a mod that was more intuitive than that, but I hated most things about the mod, so I finally got rid of it.
Yeah.
Alright, then we're gonna run the randomizer. And we're gonna do no preference only, which means that, because for me, non-straight preferences are sacred, but I'll randomize straight people, I don't care.
Okay.
So a lot of the pre-mades have like a preset the game considers them to be straight already. So I might go back and like when we go back to those households, might randomize them. Like I think all of them already have like a slight male preference and nothing towards female, which is like sort of how the game says this is a straight person. And then I'm like, but is it though?
Does it have to be?
So I'll have to manually do some of those. This is gonna give us all the townies gender preferences.
Okay, cool. And the people in the house?
No, I have to do them manually.
Separately, cool.
Yeah, so let me check the census, make sure that worked about right. Yeah, that's about right. That seems about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's basically the same code as the other mod I used, except it's like harder to use. All right, so let's randomize. This one's Lola, right? Yeah. Let's see. If she can stop talking for a second, I need to find out. If you're gay. Nah, I made her straight. Okay, well.
Alas.
So sad. Keep track of this stuff on my spreadsheets. This is Lola, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I still love her. I love her no matter what. Let's see. I don't actually have to select them when I do this, but I just am.
Fair enough.
I've never had a straight Erin before, so I'll be surprised if I do. I've had her be bi and I've had her be gay. No, it made her straight. Okay.
No.
So sad, Alexa.
Not to be heterophobic.
That's so sad because I usually like to pair her with Kristen, but it wasn't meant to be.
Not this time.
Not this time.
I just love that you have the ability to like stick to this because I would definitely be ignoring that.
Look, the second I'm on camera, everyone's straight. Unbelievable. Like, come on. All right.
What are the chances?
Come on. All right. At least Chloe cannot be straight, right?
Come on, Chloe. We're rooting for you.
Oh boy.
Placius, Clementine, Babyron,
I feel like this is not working properly.
No.
I feel like this is just not working. Hold on, I gotta check something because Crystal Vu has to be a lesbian. Listen, I didn't go over this part of the story. It's made her bi? No. Close, but no. Okay, the reason for this is I had it happen randomly once, but this is the thing. So Crystal Vu is a townie, right? But
yeah,
she's a bit more integrated in the story than other townies because Laszlo Curious has a crush on her.
Oh, okay.
But it is one-sided. And if I think it's like meant to be one-sided. And if you have Nightlife or Later installed, so you have the chemistry system, their chemistry will always be bad because their zodiac signs are incompatible. And the first time that I played, like the first time I played this town, like recently at least, the way I play it now, like I knew that they're supposed to be not compatible, but he wanted to ask someone out on a date, and I'm like, it makes sense for him to like ask out the girl he has a crush on, and so I was expecting it to not go well. And when I show up, I was like looking at their chemistry because I expected it to be poor, and it was actually just non-existent, which means like they're not eligible for chemistry. And I'm like, oh shit, she's gay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So anyway, she's a lesbian forever now. Sorry, I don't care what the randomizer says.
Good for her.
Yeah. You know what? I'm really doubting that this randomizer is working properly on an individual.
It seems strange that they would
why
all have
all of it?
exactly the same year.
Let me randomize AJ. He's here.
Does it always use the same numbers? Like, is that?
The thing is, like, this is my first time using this feature on this mod, but the code is copied from a different mod that I used to use that I don't want to use anymore. So this is it. Okay. Let's see. See, it's everyone is straight. What is this? It worked on the city. Like on the town, it seemed like it worked fine. Like we might just be getting unlucky. Because the thing is, the thing they are most likely to be is still straight. They have a 60% chance of being straight. But like, really, every single one of them.
All of them.
Usually, none of them are straight. I think I've had AJ be straight before.
So, like, if they were bi, would that be 2 and 2? In both of them? Or, like, 1 and 1? Cool.
And I have a mod, because, usually gender preference is actually based on, action. Which is not how it works in real life, but... So that becomes a problem, especially with Sims that are bisexual, right? Because if you have Sims that are straight or gay, like... What happens is when a sim has an interaction with someone, their gender preference for that gender increases, and for the other gender decreases. It increases by more than it decreases by, so it is possible to naturally get someone who is bi that way, but they would have to just constantly be interacting with men and women equally, which is like not how people work. That's not how anything works. Otherwise, like if basically if a bisexual sim ends up in a committed relationship, they are eventually going to like quote unquote pick a side in an unmodded game. So I have a mod that makes it so that bisexual sims gender preferences don't decrease. That if they have a positive number in both, it will increase but not decrease. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'll try randomizing each of them one more time. If one of them ends up not being straight, then I know that it does work.
Yeah, like I want to see something different.
Like I know that it makes some people not straight, because I mean they made Crystal Vu bi, so like it worked on the neighborhood. Also I don't want all of them to be straight. Come on.
Really?
All of them?
That's unrealistic at that point.
Like you say that, but like it's not, but to me it genuinely does feel like that. Like
right.
Like the proportions that I have, like, they're not. See, what is this? They're not realistic, but they're what feel realistic to me.
Mhm. Like 4 straight people, really?
Yeah. And what? They all know each other?
What are the chances?
Oh, hey, like it made Aaron gay.
Nice.
Oh, I
Okay,
think Chloe's about
that
to
is
pee herself.
awesome.
I'm not paying any attention to them.
God, there's a lot going on in this room.
Yeah, I'm
Too
just
busy
randomizing
trying
each
to
of them
make
one more
them gay.
time, and if they end up straight this time, then I'm just gonna accept it. But the fact that they all
Yeah.
ended up straight was like, really?
Yeah, no, I was also having doubts that there was.
Yeah, I was like, this feels like it's
Some
not
people on
working.
there.
I'm starting with a new mod, and it feels like it's not working. Oh, now Kristen's gay too. Oh, that means I can get them together.
Congratulations to Kristen and Aaron.
Congrats on coming out. Alright, and if everybody else gets another shot, then it's only fair that Chloe gets one too. Nope, she's still straight. Oh well. I still love her though. Alright, let me like note
We
these
love her
down.
getting straight skills equally here.
What did they end up being? Did Lola end up straight again? Is that what happened? I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, she did. Okay. So Lola and Chloe are straight, and Aaron and Kristen are gay.
Good for them.
Alright, I'm just noting that on my spreadsheet.
Okay.
Oh, and then we randomized AJ too, right?
Yes,
And he ended up
was
straight.
also straight.
Do we give him
Yeah.
another chance too?
We didn't, but we can.
Do we? I'm giving you. I'm putting the power in your hands.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
We've done everyone else, right?
It's only fair. Not hobbies.
Hobbies.
No, he's just straight. Oh well.
Yep.
We
fair
still love
enough.
him though.
We asked him if he was sure, and he said yes.
So I guess it's true. Oh, good night, Tomato. Thanks for stopping
Good
by.
night.
I probably won't play for too much longer. Because I've already like set everybody up at least.
Yeah.
Is everyone just bullying Aaron?
Is that what's happening here?
Maybe it's you. Have you considered that maybe it's a you thing?
Maybe it's Aaron.
Everybody!
That's the problem.
Look, everybody! Vidkin's like, I'm gonna bully her too, actually.
Oh my god. You might as well get in there.
The carpool is gonna come by to save her pretty soon.
Take her away from all these people.
I feel bad for her. These people are coming into her home and bullying her. Like with Chloe, at least she lives here too, but...
Did she even know Vidkin before this?
I don't think so. Like, it would have made sense if she did, but I don't think she did. Bacon definitely knows Loki and Cersei, but I don't think he knew Aaron. Let's see if she knows any of the other Curious
I think
Brothers.
that's possible.
Yeah, that's the only Curious Brothers she knows, so I guess not.
I suppose if her and Loki did go to private school, then
They didn't go to school
maybe they
together.
wouldn't have seen these guys. God.
No, but I think the Curious Brothers also went to private school.
Oh,
Chloe, word around the streets is you're not doing so great in the community. There have been some unpleasant rumors trying to come out you. You should keep a lookout for yourself.
you're not doing too great.
Look,
that's
here's the
wonderful.
carpool to save you.
Finally, she can get away from this place. Get
Everyone's
attacked.
trying to
and
attack
killed
her on the way
home.
out. Not Kristen. Kristen's nice to her. They always get along for me.
Well, someone's got to
Yeah.
get along with her.
Yeah, and Kristen actually usually gets along pretty well with everyone else in the house, just not. It's mostly just Aaron and Chloe that don't get along.
What does the little lightning bolts mean?
Oh,
in the
that means
relationship?
that they have chemistry because Cersei is bi by default. Like she's canonically bi.
Oh, cool.
So they have chemistry, but she's married, so
Yeah.
she's also got chemistry with Aaron.
Probably best for that to not go anywhere.
Yeah. Telling her about her promotion.
Nice. She's just standing there thinking about how much she hates her sister. Oh, I guess yeah, do AJ and Lola have chemistry? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I've had them get together before too. And they both
That
ended up
seems like a
straight, so I
pretty
guess
good-
that works.
Yeah, I can imagine that. They're both money, right?
They're both fortune, yeah. Which does play a part in attraction, is like if their aspirations are compatible.
Maybe one day they'll have a house together with lots of statues.
So many sculptures. Like she's got all these ones to buy. I want to buy a sculpture. I want to buy a microwave. Aspirational things like buy a microwave. You've already got a sculpture, a perfectly good sculpture right here. So let's get it over.
It needs a friend. Oh my god. What happened to it?
There we go. It has a friend, like you said.
See the aero things you've got. When you put them into their inventories, does that like stop them from initiating romantic interactions? Or?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't affect anything about autonomy or what actions are available to them. It affects the wants they roll,
Oh, okay. Cool.
which I really like. I think that's a really good way of doing it.
Yeah.
So aromantic Sims won't roll romantic wants, like they won't roll wants to go on dates or get married or kiss people or whatever. And asexual Sims won't roll wants to woohoo, basically, is where it ends there. Which mostly only matters if they are not also aromantic, because then they might be dating someone and they would probably roll up wants like that.
Yeah.
So actually, I usually separately roll for those things. So you know what? Some of the people who end up straight might at least be A-spec.
There's still a chance.
We can still save them.
We can still get them.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for Lola.
Cool.
Oh. I usually roll arrow first, and I did get that. So she could. Well, let me see if. Yeah. Okay. So aloe arrow is what I got for her.
Cool.
That works. Good. We saved one of them. Alright.
You will be a part of the community.
Alright, let me check. Aaron. No. Okay. Kristen. I don't have to select them when I do this. What's going on? Oh, they're just
What's her fight again?
Yeah, did I roll this already? I don't remember. I got distracted. I went for my sim for doing. Alright, no, okay.
Is this just in the spreadsheet? It's coming up.
Oh, I'm just rolling on random.org. I could have shown it, but I didn't.
Oh,
So.
okay, cool. No, I was just wondering how you were doing it.
Because there's no way to like do it in the game like I do with the sexuality, so I just randomize it myself.
This is what it's come to.
And if they end up being both, then I'll manually change their gender preference to be negative in both.
Yeah.
But I have to do that outside of the game because there's no way to do it in the game. Alright, so we really only have one straight character that we have to deal with.
We have to deal with, God bless. Is that Chloe?
Yeah, Chloe.
Yeah.
We still love her though. I have not been paying much attention to them at all. How are you feeling? Is it late?
Yeah, it's getting there. 20 to 4.
We could stop here if you want to. We could play a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You wanna stop? Because we set everybody up, so it's a pretty good stopping point.
Yeah.
I could like off camera just like do some of the setup stuff, like if people makeovers, I could randomize their sexualities, I could renovate their houses, and then all that stuff will be nice and done by the next time we play. When do you want to do that? Do you want to do this like every other week, maybe?
That works for me, yeah.
Okay, we can do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Are we gonna be like starting background at the where did we start? God. The Specters.
We started at the Specters, but it's supposed to be the Curious Brothers at the top, so we'll probably start with the Curious Brothers.
Okay, cool.
I have some mods that I'm going to put back in also that like correct their aging, because I use a different like lifespan than the default one, but I had to take those mods out because some of the scripted events relied on ages.
Yeah.
Birthdays and death.
Death days.
Yeah. Death days. Yeah. So, I mean, is every other week, like, too long? Because I probably could do every week.
I mean, I would definitely be up for doing it again next week, and then, I mean, if it came to it, we could always
push it back. Okay, so
yeah, do 2 weeks if we need to.
Yeah, okay, so we'll plan for next Tuesday.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for playing with me. It was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was good to have you here.
And keep me up to date with your role in the other Sims then.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what
the results.
Yeah.
Okay, night for now.
Good night.